But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their
I
ears.
really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please invite your friends and let us have some good time together. I know that many people are here because we don't really schedule time and we don't give you enough time to know that we are here. And usually YouTube don't send notification for our channel. But it's okay. No, what is important is we deliver our message and later people download it and share it. As you see the title saying, Join Allah Community 7 Days Free Trial. Somebody sent me an email saying to me, you should create a community and use your knowledge, to teach. In the same time you increase your income. And you can give people free 7-day free trial. And he mentioned the name of somebody, but I'm not going to say. And I said to him, okay, I'm going to go. I will listen to your advice and I will make a live stream about it. I don't know if he's listening now or not. You know, people look like we are having Netflix here or Amazon movie. And we will give you 7 days trial. If you like our service, you continue. And if you bring somebody, we will give you a discount. And no, I mean, people are really funny and really weird. I understand that people like to make money. And money is, for sure, is needed for everything we do in life. But why people, they give me donation in Patreon then? I mean, the one who can help, they can help. The one who cannot, what we will do with them? We tell them get lost? I find it very, very un-Christian to ask me to do such a thing. I'm not doing business. And I am here for the poor before the rich. Even though those who have, they can afford to help, they help. But they help not because they are rich or poor. They help because they knew that this is a good thing to do. But we will not do a 7-day trial, and we will not do business, and we will not teach the one who have money, and we will ignore the poor. That is not a Christian, like behavior. We know that Muhammad, in order to get himself to be in the position he become in, he married a woman, she is 15 years older. Some they say 20, depend. When you lose your ethic, everything is for sale. And Muhammad, he was no better. He married a woman, she is way older, and all of us, we knew that Muhammad, he liked young children. So for the sake of the money, you know, we know the story when Muhammad, he asked his companion, his name is Jabir, why you don't marry a child so you can play with her and she can play with you. So Muhammad, he sacrificed his desire for the sake of the money. Gold is what people seek. I'm not here to do business. And most of my life work, I did not receive even a penny. This was new. In the year 2012, I thought maybe we can make a TV station, and nobody support us, so it was a failure. You know, very few people, they were interested to support. Otherwise, I never really thought about even collecting donation, even though it's really needed. But this is not why we are here. So if there's a donation or there's no donation, we will be here. If people help or not help, I will be here. If the one who listen, they are poor or rich, I will be here. It doesn't matter really. And I will never change the way I do things. And this is a promise from me. See, people, they can give excuses to collect money. Yes, life is not for free. But you know, there is the Lord is providing, and as long as the Lord is providing, what we need more, you will take nothing with you extra to the grave. So don't be greedy and don't seek more, otherwise you will lose a lot. This is my answer for the person who asked me to do this 7 days trial community. I'm not doing business, my friend, and always I will do my videos for free and my help for free. I speak to people for free, in private, in public, all for free. And it will never change. Always be careful, because Satan, he will love to deceive you, and he will love to use you. When your mission became about money, you will lose everything, you know. See, all the disciples of Jesus, and they are the best of us, they used to work, you know. Paul, he used to make tents. So they work, and for sure, like Christian, they support them, but they did not make demand that I will not teach in your church unless you pay me first, unless you give me money. People who do this, they are not serving the Lord. They are just doing business. If people want to help, okay, from their good, they can help. But if not, if you are a believer, the Lord will provide you. The Lord will provide you. If you put money first before your mission, it means you are just doing money. You are not working for your mission. Money is coming first. So that will never change, and I hope my message is clear. And I want just to have a little conversation with you guys, nothing really. We don't have much of a topic. As I see, this email was very irritating for me. I don't know what this person think of me. Very bad. That's very bad. Yeah. Anyway. You know, the majority of people are poor. People, they cannot afford this day to buy a sandwich. People, they cannot afford even to, you know, to do anything. I mean, life is becoming so expensive. I'm a person who by myself, I don't have children, I don't have wife, and life is really expensive. I mean, last year, the $100, it make way more, like you can do more shopping, way more shopping than what we have today, thanks to the stupid president of this country. So, you know, why we think always about how we can accomplish, how our mission becomes just about money. You know, you go even churches, you will see that a person, he will not do a speech in a church he negotiate first. The same as the Muslims, you know, Muslims, and there's many Christian and Muslim, they do the same. You will see an ustad, or those mimi hijab, and those supposedly they became ustads now, but they are just a junk of Islam. They will not go to somewhere unless you get them a 5-star hotel, and you know, how much you will pay me. They have a debate with David Wood right away after 2 seconds. Brother, sister, you know, donate for us. We are the ones standing for Islam. After not even an hour from the debate, he started crying out, asking for donation, because this is their golden opportunity to get rich. And actually, we know that David Wood, whatever he touch, he make it into gold. And I'm talking about Muslims. He is the one who make them rich, because always he come with a funny debate. So those are Muslims, and we are Christians. We are different. Muhammad is a prophet of money. The God of Muhammad, even he asked for borrowing money, and the return of the money will pay back to you in heaven. Have you ever heard of a God asking for mortgage? Why? Aren't you God? Muhammad is making business, and he used God as all cult leaders. And cult leaders, by the way, not necessarily they are from Muslim, you know. They can be, somebody claim to be Christians. I don't know, this website is not working now. I don't know what's wrong with it. Yeah. If you go to chapter 2, verse number 245, you will see it says, who wanna give Allah a goodly loan? Chapter 57, verse number 11, it says, man, who is the one can give Allah a good loan, and Allah will double it for him. Here it is one double, here it's many doubles. And ask yourself, what kind of God he need a mortgage, and he will pay you back in heaven? You know, I mean, isn't it obvious it's a scam? But isn't it this God who created gold and silver? Why he is begging for money? In chapter 67, verse number 17, 64, verse number 17, you see, okay, now it's working, thank God, finally. If you lend to Allah a goodly loan, i.e. spent for the cause of Allah, and who is the one who will take the money? Muhammad. So always I want to warn you that all liars, all cult leaders, they want two things: your money and your women. You will find that all corruption of any religious institute, this doesn't matter what it is, you know, even if it is Christian or Muslims or Hindus or anything. Always the corruption have to come from two doors: money and sex. Those two things men are enslaved to, which means they are slaves to money and slave to sex. And when a person he becomes famous, he feels that he is powerful, and he like to take advantage, because, you know, now he reached the top, let us say, where he can demand things. He can demand money, he can demand service, he can demand special treatment, because now he reached the point where he is in control. The second you see that, this person is a fraud. You see, right now, it's late night here in my place. What I will lose if I go online and I answer some Christians about their questions, regardless of anything. Let us say there's nobody making donation. I mean, what I will lose? What exactly I sacrifice? Now, for sure, in my case, I stay for many hours. I stay sometime even, you know, I do more than one broadcast. One is 6 hours, the other one 3 hours, the other one 2 hours. You know, total like 13, 14 hours within 24 hours or 48 hours. That is extreme. But let us say I'm a person who make videos for 15 minutes or half hour. Why exactly I demand people to pay me in order to make that video? That is not right. Muhammad, his way is known, that he tempt his followers to pay him not because they are good, and not because he is good, but because what they will get in return. You see, it's an investment. It's in front of you. So their greed is their religion. Their greed. So the greedy one, he says, oh, okay, let me give Muhammad now, you know, I will give him $1,000 and Muhammad will make it for me $1 million in heaven. So even when they give, not because they are good, but because they are evil. Do you understand me? Not because they are good. You see, why Allah telling them, I will double it for you? He is using their greed. Can a person give without expectation of return? A good person, he do that. If you give me money and the expectation I will double it for you, doesn't mean that you are good at all. That means you are bad. Do you understand? A good person, you don't give a sandwich for somebody he is homeless, hoping that he will do something back to you. What exactly he will do? What do you want? Now Allah is God, supposedly. And this God, he is asking them to spend money, and for sure they will give it to Muhammad, and Allah will double it for them. Why a Muslim, he want money to be doubled for him? And how you can double money for him? And as long you are good in doubling, why you are asking for it? And as long the person is giving it to you, not because he is interested to help you, but now he is interested to double it. All cult leaders, they are the same. My friend, there's nothing is called deception of Allah, volume number 2. There is Quran and science in on depth. That is volume 2. So we have different name. So you might be confused thinking that volume number 1, that's mean there's volume number 2. So it should be volume number 2, but I changed the name because it's focused in science. So you need to search for Quran and science on depth. That is deception of Allah, volume number 2. You know, the Lord, he says, from their fruit you shall know them. And here in this case, a person is making donation, he don't have a fruit. That is not a fruit. That is an expectation of an investment. Actually, the Quran did not hesitate for a second to call Islam as a trade. If we search for the word tijara, you will see the word tijara is all over the Quran. Tijara. Muhammad, he said to them, can I lead you to a tijara, which is a very great investment? Chapter 61, verse number 10. Tijara. You know what tijara? The translation here says commerce. Tijara is you buying some stuff, and then you sell it again, and then you made some money from reselling the product. That is tijara. Tijara is not someone who made the product. Someone, he bought it and he resold it. And he add extra price to the price he bought it with. This is what tijara is. So how in the world God and guidance become a tijara? Because this is the nature of Islam. Islam is a business. Why Muslims believe in Allah? Because he will give them gold and silver, and he will double their money, and he will give them a lot of sex, boys, wine. So it's not the belief, it is the buffet. It's not because they believe. They believe in the buffet. They don't believe in Allah. Their expectation is the buffet. And that's why if we take the buffet out, how many Muslims will be believing in Islam? How many person will do, like explode himself for the sake of Allah? Nobody. But they are desperate to go, because what this life here, most of them, they will do that. You know, they are desperate, they are poor, they have no money. Like you see Osama bin Laden, his men, they go to die, and he stay in the back. Why you don't do what your money, you know, why your son don't do what they do too? Why don't send your son to die with them? Why his son don't put himself in a car and explode himself? Those are the rich. Those are doing business, drugs, etc. And they use religion as a cover-up for their business. But the real believers is the one who give his life to get what? To get the buffet. To get the girls. The women with the big boobs. Osama bin Laden is so smart. You know that this is false. This is why he is not doing it. Otherwise, he will be the first to go. Aren't they seeking to be murdered? Go for it. He will not do that. He hid for many, many years when he had the opportunity every day to be murdered for the sake of Allah. But they will not do it. So the naive ones is the one who do such a thing. It's different from riba. Riba, the word riba is coming from the interest, like interest you take from a bank. But you know, the Muslim always, they have, they play games to go around things. So as an example, in Islamic banks, they, if you put your money in the bank, they say, we don't give you interest. We give you return. So they change just the name, you know. So it's a fraud. This is the nation of frauds. Everything is a fraud. They just change the name. Like prostitution, we don't do prostitution. Haram. So what we do? What we do? We do one night stand. We do zawaj a friend. We don't do mut'ah no more. So what we do? So they just change the name. Do you remember the video of Mimi Hijab? And the sheikh, his name is Abu Khadija. Mimi Hijab was saying to Abu Khadija, he is a very well-known sheikh, Muslim Sunni, that you Muslim Sunni, you marry for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I can find you the video. Let me see, you know. Looking for the video. Yeah. Let us see. This is Muhammad Hijab. He is saying the truth. Muslims, you know, Islam is an opportunity to be a loser, to be a sexual predator, and to, you know, this is God. This is God teaching. You know, God told them you can marry as many as you want. Read it. It's in the front of you.
All you're happy to do, you and your friends, yeah, is acquiesce to the fact that you guys are going around, yeah, marrying people for 2 minutes and 3 minutes and 5 minutes and 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever it may be.
Did you hear it? They marry Muslim, they marry Muslims, Muslim men, they marry Muslim girls or women for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 hours maybe. This is what they do.
All you're happy to do, you and your friends, yeah, is acquiesce to the fact that you guys are going around, yeah, marrying people for 2 minutes and 3 minutes and 5 minutes and 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever it may be.
Salafis are always accused marriage and divorce, marriage and divorce. So is there any sunnah for this? Is there any evidence for this? كذابين, by the way, ikhwan. Yani that is one of the most one of the most evil statements that is made against the people of Sunnah. Anyone who's familiar with the other communities will know that the affair of divorce among them is far, far more disproportionate than among the people of Sunnah. But it is us who are highlighted, that is it. And that is the manner of those who fight against the people of Sunnah, da'iman wa abadan. They will look for any excuse to highlight the people of Sunnah as evildoers. Apparently, our brothers at SP, there is someone among them has married 60 times apparently.
You know, here you see the hypocrisy of two Muslim sides making fun of each other. Well, isn't it Muhammad, he married a limited number of women? So why you deny? Isn't it your right to marry as many as you wish? What happened now? I mean, isn't it this is your religion? You can divorce as much you want. You can remarry. You can divorce. You can even divorce the same woman 3 times, 4 times. And then you can, 3 times. And then after, if she to go back to you, she have to go and sleep with someone else. That is the truth. And this is in the Quran. And you ask a Muslim why this rule exists, that if a man he divorces his wife 3 times, she have to sleep with somebody else before she come back to him. He will say to you, this is a punishment for him because he make a divorce as a game. Well, the one who make it as a game is Allah. Why Allah allow him to do it? And now the woman, she got divorced. But she, excuse my language, she is going to be effed, not him. What he lost? What exactly lost? Nothing. So, what kind of justice this justice is? The woman, mostly, she want to go back to her kids, not to the husband, because obviously he is not good. But if you divorce her 3 times, she cannot come back to you unless she sleep with the new Abdul. What the heck is that? It is a sexual religion. Very stupid rules. And now he marry her again. And he divorced her 3 times. She had to F another one. It's a joke. You read that verse, it's in the front of you. This is a chapter of the Hindu. Chapter 2, Al-Baqarah, the cow. Verse number 230. So as you see, Islam focus in sex, money, business. And the free trial is limited. There's no free trial actually, because everything is a promise in heaven. For now, you can try some Muslims, but you have to spend money in order to try them. Islam is religion of try. You can try the women. You can marry her, for a day. You don't like her, you can send her back. Give her the money. Go. Bye-bye. It's over. There's no limit. There's no limit in Islam how many times or how long you marry anyone. This is the truth. Somebody saying, I'm a Muslim from Palestine, which means from Israel. There's nothing called Palestine. I love Jesus, I dreamed of him, and I'm just scared to change. Okay, don't change then. Stay where you are. Get the versions. Anyone have a question? Can you talk about alcohol in Islam? First of all, in Islam, the alcohol, see, Muhammad almost he is dead. And yet he did not forbid alcohol. He said, the Quran said, now Muslim in the hadith, they will say to you, Allah cursed the one who make it, who buy it, who sell it. But look what the Quran says. Ijtanibu. Ijtanibu mean avoid it. Does not mean haram. It says it's a sin, but doesn't say it is haram. You see, haram, forbidden, is something will bring you a capital punishment. like, you know, fornication as an example. If you kiss a woman, if you touch her private part, in Islam, this is called al-lamam. It's okay. There's no punishment for it. There's no punishment. Actually, if you marry your mother in Islam, even though it says haram in the Quran, there's no punishment in Islam if you sleep with your mother, or even your sister, or even your daughter, or even your aunt, or even your grandmother, and I can show the reference. There's no punishment. Even the one it says haram, which means it's forbidden. What is the excuse? Well, he married her. He married her. How you can marry? How you can marry your mother? So Islam is a very weird religion. What is fornication? Fornication is having sexual relationship, you know, with this is the traditional meaning, with someone is not lawful for you, especially like if you are married, you know, like a cheater, you know. But fornication is having a partner is not your wife or not your husband, as simple as that. But in, you know, like in the biblical meaning, fornication is any sin which is against God teaching. As an example, in the Old Testament we see it says that the earth committed fornication, the earth. But we know that earth don't have sex. So what the Bible says, that the earth is in a great trouble, full of sin, equal to what it's called fornication. So fornication is you doing something against God will, and it's about doing something not lawful, not right for you. As simple as that. CP is drained away from who? Moonlight reversed. He tried to contact me. Oh, okay. Well, if you want to contact me, I'm not really in the mood today to go in Skype. I guess we lost connection for a second, maybe, or for a few seconds. I don't know if you guys heard me. I was saying, is this guy is a sheikh? Like he is a good meal or very skinny? Let us open Skype and see how good he is. Now we open Skype, we will see that they will not call us. Usually that's what they do. Here we go. My Skype is open. Please text me. The one who is saying he want to talk to me. Give me your name so I will find who is, because I have too many texts here. What is that? What is the name of the person who want to talk to me? Is guys the video running fine? Am I heard? Okay, my Skype is open. Where is the Abdul who wanna call me and he is desperate to talk to me? And he claimed we are running away from him. Where are you? I receive a message from a person who left Islam, and he said to me, my father, he dishonored me, and yeah, because he left Islam, you know, he says like he don't want to see him no more. Let me give him a message. No, not worry. Where is the Abdul who was desperate to call me? What happened? Where is the one who was so excited? Christian Prince is running away. My Skype is open. Do you see? I mean, they are just kids. They don't dare. Where are you? We have a person saying Muslim here. Okay, let's see this person here. Let us lower the speaker temporarily. We are ringing him, so. This guy is not answering. Okay, well, he's not answering. What we can do? Where is the brave Muslims who want to talk to me? So you made me go in YouTube and in Skype, open my Skype, and it turned to be that you are a potato. Huh? They were very excited, and you know. Somebody sent me a message saying they cannot find my book in Amazon, Quran and Science in Depth. You know those Amazon? They are playing games for sure. And yeah, I can see it's not showing. Yeah. Very filthy company. Maybe we should publish it in Google, you know. So where is the Muhammadan? The one his name is Elias. What happened to you, Elias? Where is your potato? Hello? You see, when they want to debate David Wood, they will see a long line of them. They want to debate him. Here, there are potatoes. Any Muhammadan? Mayday, Mayday. CP is never defending, just opposing. Something angry, I think must have loved before. I have no idea what does that mean. I think you are qualified to write Quran too. So that's it. Are we out of them? Where is the Muslims who were saying they wanted to call me? Okay, shall I exit Skype? Hey, the Abdul, where is the Abdul? Where is the one is so exciting, we want to call you? What happened? I mean, what you will lose if you call me anyway? Do you know that Allah will give you a reward just for calling me because you want to defend Islam? And you know what does that mean? That will increase your balance in the heaven. You will get extra women, their butt will be bigger. You can name it, I mean extra, a lot of extra. Your private part will be special, you know. Maybe Allah will provide you and sunglasses for your eye, you know, for your private part. Because remember that women in heaven, their private part is so shiny. I don't want you to go blind. The first shiny private part in the world, actually, it was the private part of Muhammad's mother. According to the hadith, when she gave birth to him, a light came out from her holy vagina and reached all the way the palaces of Damascus. And all Muslims, they knew the hadith. This is why if I'm a Muslim and I want to go to the bedroom, you know, I have to wear a welding glasses for, you know, in case, you know, never know. It might be so shiny. Right? And look at them. Any Muslim, he would dare to say this is a lie? They don't dare. Look at them. Look. Not even one of them said this is a lie. Because this is what they say in their books. And the funny is that nobody saw the light coming from her, Muhammad's mother vagina. I mean, the whole people of Quraysh never saw it. How the light went all the way to Damascus, and why it's going in the direction of Damascus? I mean, light goes in every direction. Is that a beam light? Maybe she have a headlight there. You know what? Maybe when she was laying down, her legs, I mean, her was facing Damascus. I mean, at least when you make a lie, make it, you know, come on. And what? Oh, so the light came out from the roof, like what Muhammad's mother, she was giving birth in the roof, in the top. How the light came out? Well, I mean, you missed the part where David Wood says if somebody need a free access because he cannot afford, he will give a free access. He is not forcing anyone to join. Yeah, my friend, I'm not talking about David anyway. But as long as you mentioned this, it should be free access to everybody. Aren't you getting donation in Patreon? So what the donation in Patreon for? And then the same as people, they donate to you, they donate. What, this is a free trial, you know? I wasn't, maybe you came late. I'm not talking about David. I'm talking about somebody asked me to do community free trial, something like that. Maybe he was trying to copy others. But our work here should not be you pay me and then you are welcome. And if you are poor, send me an email and I will give you, we will look at it. You know, that is not right. You know, obviously this is a service made for those who can afford it, not the one who cannot afford it. You know, if you are poor, well, all the people are poor. How many people are not poor? What is the percentage of those who have money with those who don't? So we are making service for those who have no, you know, money, or we have making service for those who have money. Very important question for me. Should I look for a very important answer before you ask it? Let me open my document, so search for very important question answer. Because there's many people who claim to have knowledge. They have, you know, they have list of things, question answers. They search them from the internet, but they put them there. And when people ask them, why you are not married, what's your business? Why you want me to get married? Did I do anything to you? Do you hate me? Are you trying to seek revenge or something? Abdurrahmi? Abdurrahmahi? Okay. So what, you want to talk to me or what? I don't know. Hello? Yes, my friend, you are live on air. What do you want to say to us?
Hold on 1 second. Let me put the speaker to this. Oh, what is that? Speaker, video? We don't want video. Turn it off.
Turn it off, no problem.
Okay, great. How you doing?
I'm fine. You are a Muslim, my friend?
I am.
All right. What does that mean?
Well, as I've been told, it's to submit to God.
Where we can find that in the Quran?
I don't think it's in the Quran. Yeah.
No,
I'm not a Quran master, but I've read a lot on the internet. I'm pretty open-minded to everything.
No
So
problem.
yeah.
You see,
Like I really got into a lot of different stuff, like Shia and learning, you know, because I'm Sunni, born Sunni, whatever. But I think I align more with the Shias because I kind of respect their beliefs.
So,
I don't know, you know.
So how you want me to talk to you, as a Shia or as a Sunni?
As a Sunni, because I'm just not the type like, oh, the Shia are kuffar and they should be killed.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
Yeah.
that's true.
Well, you know, my friend, the Quran says in chapter 49, verse number 14, you know, when the Muslims, they say that we submit, that is not really true. I don't know if you speak Arabic or not. Aslam means surrender. Like Muhammad, he sent messages to the Roman. A letter says, Aslam Taslam. So surrender, you know, this is what Islam means. You surrender to Muhammad, and then you will become his, you know, under his command. You will be safe. You know, you join him. He will be your king, and you will be his slave forever. You surrender. So Islam is to surrender to Muhammad. The excuse is when you surrender to Muhammad, you surrender to God. But the fact, you know, if you want to surrender to God, why I need Muhammad anyway? If God is there, exists before Muhammad, why I need to say Shahada, and the Shahada contain the name of the God and the name of Muhammad. So if you ask me, I believe that Muslims are mushrikeen. You know what mushrikeen mean?
Yeah, they believe in many gods or polytheists.
You associate somebody with God. That's what mushrikeen mean. You associate somebody, and that's what Muslims do. They associate Muhammad with Allah. As an example, if I ask you, where the sun set, what you will say? If Muhammad is here, you know, if Muhammad is here, and Muhammad, he asks you, do you know where is the sun set? What is your answer to him?
Well, I know what he said, but I would say, knowing what we know now, that the centers of the suns at the center.
No, let us say you do not know. You are at that time.
Okay.
Okay, what
I
you
would
will
say
say?
I don't know.
You will say I don't know. But are you willing to say Allah and His messengers knows best?
Would I say that?
Would you say Allah and His messengers knows best?
Nah, I guess if I was a firm believer in God, I would say God knows best. But maybe not as a truth.
So you refuse to say Allah and His messenger and His messenger know best, because this is associating the knowledge of a man with the knowledge of God, correct?
Fair point. And I want to briefly, brother, because the other day, for whatever reason, I tried to call and I wrote just some minor stuff down, but there's something I didn't write down. Like I actually read for the first time that the Jews, obviously, you know, just the terminology that Jesus was a false prophet, right? So in the same way, like the Christians didn't accept Muhammad. So like I try to look at Islam then and I try to look at Islam now, you know? Like I didn't know there was such criticism of Muhammad back then. I only thought this was the thing of today. But like, why do you think that it like so it's not, I see the criticisms, right? I see that Jesus has a pretty flawless record, right? And then what about all the things that are of, you know, just stuff that we can't make sense out of? Like, I wouldn't say Abraham sacrificing his son, but you know, things like that. Like, okay, here's one point. Solomon, and he had thousands of wives. Why is that different from Muhammad? Why he can't have 16, but Solomon had 1,000 wives and 700 slave women, or however many?
Yeah, well, if you go and see in the Bible, you will see that God, he condemned the behavior of David and anyone who did such a thing. So there is a huge difference between you do it and you do sin, and then God says to you, God to bless you, you are good. And then God, he says, no, this is bad. And even like when he decided to build a temple, God, he says to him, I don't want money from you. Your money is, you know, your hand is covered by blood. Don't build the temple for me. I reject your temple. So there's a huge difference between somebody praising somebody for the sin he do and condemning him for the sin he do. The Quran, even Muhammad, he have hadith about it, that Solomon, he wanted to have sex with his 99 wives or 100 wives, and he forgot to say inshallah. So Muhammad, he have no problem with having sex with 100 women in one night, which is a very funny story. But the problem is that Solomon, he forgot to say inshallah. and then Allah gave him a half son, you know. So so when we talk, you see, me as a Christian, if you ask me, I will say, well, David, he was doing bad sin, or whoever, anyone, doesn't matter. We don't cover up for a person because he's famous or because he have a, let us say, a high rank as a prestige or a person, you know, he's a king, or no, we don't, you know. So you know, when Peter, he said something Jesus did not like, he says to him, stay away from me, Satan. So I mean, this is Peter, you know, this is Peter, this is not just anyone. So in the Bible, when somebody he do wrong, we point at him and we say he's wrong. In the Quran, all the gang of Muhammad are good, but they are doing wrong.
Well, in this, yeah, you know, I like to think I have some good points, and they're not points against you. And I appreciate everything you're saying. Like point number one, you know, like Muhammad didn't have any sons, right? Like, so this is the thing with religion. So you could look at it like, oh, Allah tested him. He tests his, you know, if you believe in him, he tests the most. I don't know if it's in Christianity, but of course in Islam, and I would think so, that God tests the most pious, right? So he didn't have any sons that lived. So, but then somebody could say, oh, look, he's a false prophet. If he was loved by Allah, why didn't he have sons like David, Solomon, whatever, you know, sons that lived? And why the sons of Ali, they were killed and poisoned, and the Sunni think, oh, the Shia poisoned them, and the Shia say, oh, you guys killed them, and the Caliphates and the Umayyads and the Abbasids, whatever. So I look at it like what really happened and then what came after. Like, I do see the problems in Islam, but it's like, okay, was that a human problem?
My friend, I don't judge Muhammad for being a false prophet because he don't have kids. What does this have to do with being prophet or not? But in Islam, you are, you know, this is what Muhammad, he taught them. You see, Muhammad, he says, Allah, he curse even the seeds. So it's Muhammad teaching brought that on him. But for me as a Christian, let us say you or anyone, you don't have kids. What's your problem? I mean, it's not your fault, right? He did not commit a crime. So we don't judge Muhammad because he could not have a son. That is the most funny thing ever. But the funny is that Muhammad, he say things, it's stupid. And yet he claimed that he received message from God. As you see in the front of you, Muhammad, he claimed that the sun goes every day from the east to the west and prostrate itself under the throne of Allah. So if Muhammad is a prophet, I'm not going to look at him if he has sons or not. I will look at what he just said. He just said that the sun goes every day from the east to the west and then it prostrate itself under the throne of Allah. And different hadith he says, which is according to the Quran, the sun goes in a muddy water. All right?
But then, right, but with religion comes all these sayings, you know, like is that literally? Did he mean that literally? It sounds
Yes,
like
it's me literally. You know, he's talking about the sunset, the story in front of you in YouTube.
Well,
He
I
says-
mean that's literally that's literal. But I mean like prostrating in front of Allah. Maybe the sun. I
No,
don't know.
no. This is, you see, he's asking, he said, do you know where the sun goes? The sun is going now. It's sunset. And why we need to find like a solution now for literally or not. Even Muhammad, he quote a verse from the Quran. And he says, and this is the explanation of the Quran saying, and the sun runs on its fixed course for a term and degree. So even Muhammad is quoting the Quran to explain what he's saying. The Muslims on the other side, in order to make it look nicer, they say, actually the majority of Muslim Sunni, I never saw a Muslim Sunni actually saying this metaphorical. Are you saying now this metaphorical? Because this is the first time I see a Muslim Sunni saying this metaphorical.
No. I'm not even claiming that. I kind of meant.
Okay.
I'm just kind of putting it out there. Like maybe the second part where he says it goes in front of Allah, because you know. Anyway,
my friend, the Quran teaches that everything bow down to Allah, etc. And obviously, it's not metaphorical because Muhammad even he claimed that animals they praise Allah, rocks they praise Allah, even rocks they speak to him. When Muhammad he walk in Mecca, there's a stone. Say to Muhammad, Assalamu alaikum, Rasulullah. Stone. You know, speak to Muhammad. So it's not metaphorical, obviously, but isn't it this is alone is enough to prove that Muhammad is a fraud? That the sun goes every day from the east to the west? Isn't it this is enough when Muhammad he says in different hadith that the sun goes and sit in a muddy spring, hot spring of water? Is that metaphorical?
no.
Okay.
No, I don't think.
So if Muhammad,
Well, what about the hadith?
if Muhammad is a prophet, then he say what prophets say. If he is talking, he is receiving his knowledge from his God. So when Muhammad he says such a statement, I do not care if I have children or not. But even the story of having children, it's very funny. Do you know that Muhammad he claimed that he used to be the most weak person in sex between all mankind, and then he invoked his God, and then Allah he sent him a dish of al-kufayt. I don't know if you know what al-kufayt, like kufta, you know kufta.
Oh, yeah.
So Allah he sent him kufta. Muhammad he ate it. He got the power of 40 men. I mean, his story. This is a story of a mad person. This is not a story of somebody. He have a brain. I mean, this is like somebody is taking hashish, drugs. You know, what kind of a prophet he go in public and he says, I was the most weak person between all mankind, and then I invoke my God, and then he sent me a dish of al-kufayt. I ate it, I get the power of 40. Do you yourself, do you really believe in such a thing?
I think the sexual.
Now, do you believe that God he will send a dish of shish kebab to fix a private part of a man?
I really don't. I
Okay,
don't.
so obviously Muhammad is a false prophet. I mean,
Well, how do we know? I'm sorry.
my friend, isn't it? This is enough. I mean, all of this is the Quran is wrong. I have tons of his stories false.
Okay, I'm sorry. So like Jesus' miracles, right?
Yeah.
Compared to Muhammad's miracles.
Muhammad had no miracles. Where is the miracles?
That's the thing. The splitting of the moon and
No.
the
You see, let me take you. Let me take you. There's you see.
Like, how do we know Jesus did those things? Like, we know he
My friend,
he healed the leper.
When Jesus he did miracle, there is thousands of witnesses, and Muhammad himself he could not deny it. But we will not take Muhammad to witness for Jesus. But you can say how I know I wasn't there. You can say that, no problem. But you cannot say that Jesus is lying, because Jesus never claimed anything except what he did. So when Jesus he says, go and your sin is forgiven, he forgive the sin. When Jesus he say, go and you will see, the guy he see, the blind he can see, go and walk, the guy he walk. But Muhammad, you say to me he split the moon, right? Okay, if we go to the verse we will see something very funny. about this verse, and you will die laughing in a second. Where in the Quran it says that Muhammad or Allah he split the moon?
I think it's a hadith, and that kind of leads me to a further question.
Hold on. You see,
Okay.
why the Quran, he mentioned that Jesus did this, did that, did that, did that, did that. And in the Quran, the only thing happened in the time of Muhammad, the Muslim, they claim it's a miracle, that the moon is split. Nowhere in the verse it says Allah, he did it, or Muhammad, he did it. And the verse in the front of you. Chapter, the moon, verse number 1. Actually, this verse is proving to us that Muhammad is a fraud. Why? Because in Arabic it says, اقتربت الساعة وانشق القمر. اقتربت mean it's very soon, almost there. الساعة, the hour, which means the judgment day. And the moon split. So the moon splitting was the sign of the day of judgment. It started. And that was 1400 years ago.
No, that's something I have a very hard time. You know, like he said, this person will not live.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah, he will not grow old until the hour come.
That stuff's very weird for me, and I just, you know, the effects of Islam. Like, if I could say, like, it's very stressful. Like, okay, when the teacher was killed, you know, he made cartoon. Like, I get so passionate, so I don't want my mind going everywhere. I want to be focused for you. Like, I am very passionate about Islam, you're right, in the beginning. Now it's like touching a fire, right? When you learn about other religions, like touching a fire. I don't know, maybe for Christianity, they tell you learn about other religions. In Islam, you already know. The Sunni, don't learn from the Shia. Don't listen to the Christians. They want to change you. Everybody hates you. So you're like, you cannot believe, but then you get a little older and you're like, okay, what's this about? Then you're learning. And so I guess to say, in these times where Muhammad predicted that people would leave their religion and there would be trials, and which we're seeing now, how do you have all these prophecies? Like,
my friend, people left Islam because he knew he forced them. He knew he forced them. You see, if I force you, listen, my friend, if I force you to believe in me, to say Shahada, shouldn't I know that right away after I go and I lose my power over you, you will leave me? It's not a secret. You don't love me, you don't care for me, you don't believe in me. So it's obvious. It's like forcing a woman to stay with her husband, which she hates to death. The second he die, she will find a new husband. It's not a prophecy. So Muhammad, he did not prophesy anything. And what you are saying, because Muhammad, he knew he is a fraud, and then people will go and they will disappear as soon he go. And this is why as soon he died, Abu Bakr, he launched a war.
The Ridda Wars, yeah.
Exactly. to force people to come back.
That's why I mentioned, brother. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
You know, if Muhammad was a prophet, why the people they left Islam if they believe in him? They don't. He forced them. This is why right away when he died, they left. So Muhammad, he knew he is doing evil, forcing people to believe in him, and he knew that the only way is the power. People, they thought, okay, Muhammad, he died. Now this religion is going to collapse, and that's it. But there is men behind Muhammad. They took over, and they knew now that the business is risk. It's a business. Islam is a business. So, and actually, Abu Bakr, he says, I will wage war even for the sake of a son of a goat, which means a baby of a goat. People, they have to pay. The reason he did the war of apostate, because they don't want to pay money no more.
Paying the money,
yeah. It's not about because they believe or not. You know, this is how hypocrite they are. So he said, if they don't, even if it is a baby goat, they don't send, I will wage war for it. So it was for money, and people obviously, until now we knew that, and until now Islam is protected by the war. If you try to insult Muhammad, if you try to say anything against Muhammad, you will be dead in less than 5 minutes.
I read that like 15 years ago. Yeah, I gotta be honest. Yeah, I read a hadith: if anybody insults me, kill him. And I remember, I remember reading that. I'm 14, 15, because I've always loved the internet. I've always loved reading, right? And I've always been interested in religion and open-minded to a lot of them. I guess, I guess I could bring a pretty good question, or, is Islam a test? Okay, let's assume you firmly believe Islam is false, right?
I believe Islam is the devil itself.
Okay. So is that a test on humanity, or is Islam a test for the Muslims to find?
My friend.
Why?
My friend. My friend. The word test is a lousy word we use, to justify our bad. It's a test. It's a test. It's a test. Like God is testing me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it's not God testing you. Because God, He told you what is right, what's wrong. And then you like, it's like somebody, he go to the test and he take a pen with him. It's called pen of fornication. And he says, it's a test of fornication. I'm going to test it, I'm going to take the exam of fornication now. This is silly. So when you fornicate, it's you who fornicate. What test? When you kill, it's you who killed. What test?
No, you're
when
right.
you steal, same. Everything is the same. People, they give themselves excuse. And the Quran is behind this idea in your head that Allah is testing you. That is to make you feel not guilty, because it is Allah playing games. The God of Islam, He play games. And, as an example, if somebody is deceived, who deceived him? Allah. Is that correct?
It happens to be that if they're going against what the Quran deems as righteous, or against Muslims, then
no. I'm not talking about that. Who is the one who mislead people? When you say it's a test, the test is coming from who?
Allah usually says, I lead people astray.
Exactly. And not only that, as an example, chapter 4, verse number 88, it says, and the one who Allah deceive, nobody can guide. So the business of this God is the business of the devil. He is the one who deceive you. And then he claimed that you should be punished for being deceived by him.
Well, then, okay.
So how weird this idea that I deceive you, I trick you, and then I make you fail in my trick because I'm smarter than you. Who is smarter, me or God? Supposedly Allah is God, right?
Yeah.
God is smarter, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So who's going to win with his tricks? God. It's like playing chess with the one who make the game. So how I can play with this God? I cannot win. So here this God, he deceived me, and then he says, how you can lead the one who I misled? I mean, how stupid this logic is.
Right, because then my question was, then why do some Christians turn Muslim if God says their hearts are sealed, and then they turn Muslim?
Because they deceive themselves. Satan, he deceive you. It's not a test. This is not a test.
I mean, it's something I really have, and this is from the Quran. So this leaves me very, like, some things like hadith, and that's for maybe, my question is there anything equivalent to Christian hadith? Like, is there anything in Christianity that's like Muslim hadith? Because it seems that's just
we don't have everything Jesus said is in the Bible, and that's it. And the Muslim hadith is different story, because when the Muslim, they say Islam is the Quran and the hadith, Islam became more lousy, because now anyone he can say this hadith is rejected. The other person he say I accept it. So Islam became mini Islam, and everybody can play the game of it's good, it's bad, it's sahih, it's weak, it's etc. It's a game. So Islam is not really a religion. Islam is a collection of ideas, and behind this idea is an unknown person. Like if I ask you now, there's a guy, his name is Ultimate Fault. I don't know if you know him. He's from Senegal. He says he don't believe in the hadith. So if I ask him who is Muhammad, how you can give me the answer? Let us say those people, they don't believe in the hadith. This is what the new generation, they are doing. They say we don't accept the hadith in order to what? To cancel the stupidity Muhammad, he said in the hadith. To wash their hands from it. It's embarrassing. So we say we accept only the Quran. And then the Quran, they say we give it meaning as we wish. In just to order to play. Like the sunset in murky water, they say to you, it is from his perspective. Where in the verse it says that? Why you are adding words? So if we ask now any Muslim, he don't believe in the hadith. Who is Muhammad? There's no answer. Who is his wives? There's no answer. Where he live? There's no answer. Because even in the Quran it says that we send you to Mecca and what is around it, but doesn't mean he's from Mecca. If I send you to Jerusalem, doesn't mean you are from Jerusalem. Right? So where we get the information from, this is a stupid book. You see, I saw like many videos of Muslims, they say, the Bible written by John. John who? We know who's John who is written there. Luke who? But they don't ask themselves, Muhammad who? Even Muhammad, he was born 4 years after his father death. I mean, have you ever heard of somebody, his mother, the husband died, now 4 years after she gave birth to a guy, his name is Qasim, and then they changed the name to Muhammad? So everything about this person is wrong, and all this information is coming from your books, Muslims, not from our books. So when we say, when you say to me, somebody, he is a Christian, he converted to Islam because he's a fool. I mean, the world is full of fool. How many people?
But it's your Trinity that
my friend, how many people they take drugs every day?
A lot.
Because they are fool. How many people they they drive and drink because they are a fool? How many people do you smoke?
People make mistakes. But yeah.
No, that's not a mistake. That's not a mistake. Do you smoke?
Do I smoke what?
Do you smoke cigarette?
I don't. I quit cigarettes.
Okay. Well, when you were smoking, you were a fool because you know it's not healthy and you take it.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So human being, he do stupid, foolish things, depend in his situation. Like somebody is desperate to find some friends, so he say, okay, Muslims, they will give me a good company. Or somebody is in jail, he need the protection from the gang of the Muslims in jail because they are a big community. He convert to Islam, he leave the jail, he is not a Muslim no more. So my friend, we don't care for those people. The book in the front of us, we examine it, and I can confirm to you that this is literally the book of the fools. Who in the world want to believe? Who in the world want to believe that there's God? He created his creation.
I'm sorry.
He created his creation, and then he says that the sperm of the man is coming from the backbone. How in the world he say such a thing? How in the world that woman, she have a sperm coming from her ribs?
How about the atheists that look at us like we're all just fools because we just believe
let us not to scatter ourselves all over the place.
No, you're right. You're right.
Atheist.
Like I guess my point was like there's a belief. Some belief is a little crazy. I mean, some of these stories are a little out there. Just religion in general. I mean, but look at Hinduism. It's older than Christianity. So why is it?
This is not. You know, we don't want to go everywhere. We are talking about Islam.
You're right.
If an atheist is calling me, don't worry. I will put him in a jar. I will put him in a jar in 2 seconds. Everybody have an answer ready for him. You know, because we speak to him based on his belief. So that's why I ask you, should I speak to you as a Sunni? Are you a Muslim? I ask you right away. You said yes, and then I said, okay, are you a Muslim? I speak to you as a Muslim or a Sunni? You said Sunni because I need to know what you believe in. So when we speak to an individual, we speak to him about his belief, and based on his belief, we respond to him. So now, do you agree with me, my friend, that Islam is really stupid?
I can't say that because it's my religion.
So what if it's your religion? Don't you think it's stupid to believe that the sun set in a hot water?
Well, look at the world. The people think the earth is flat now.
Okay, so they were stupid, and you are saying to me, I will join the stupid one? Well, if somebody believe that the elephant is a mosquito, why? Because he have a long nose. Are you going to say I agree? Come on. So when we show a stupid thing, this is a book of stupidity. We do not need to discuss no more. So do you agree that this book is full of stupidity, or you don't agree?
Not any more than the Bible or any other script. I just think religion.
You can say whatever you want. I'm not going to prevent you from saying you can attack the Bible, no problem. But do you agree that the Quran? Do you agree that the Quran? So you agreed already that the Quran is stupid?
No, there's some things that you know that. Okay, the Quran's supposed to be for all eternal time, right?
What does have to do with my question? What does have to do with my question?
Well, no, because I guess what I'm saying is like.
I want you to focus with me. I want you to focus with me. Is the Quran okay? Let us focus together. You know, just to make it simple. The Quran says that hail comes from mountains in heaven. Do you believe this is stupid or smart?
The mountains, where the mountains come from,
No,
Pags?
no. The Quran teach that hail come from mountains in heaven.
How?
Mountains in heaven. Chapter 24, verse number 43. Do you agree that this is a stupid statement? Or you think this is okay? Do you think that hail come from mountains in heaven?
Hellfire? No.
No, my friend. Hail. You know hail?
Healing?
Hail, the ice that come from the sky, not snow. There's snow and there's ice.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hail,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
So according to the Quran, Allah, He sent hail from mountains in heaven.
I mean, it's from up there. I don't think that's the stupidest thing. No, I don't think that's absurd.
So do you believe that really hail is coming from mountains flying in the atmosphere?
I don't, but I mean,
So why you are saying it's not a stupid statement? Either it is true or it is wrong. If it is wrong, this is stupid. But the verse saying here, there's mountains flying, and for sure not in the space, because hail is not coming from the empty space. There's no cloud there, right?
no.
Okay, so if the mountains are flying, they are going to fly where the airplane fly. Have you ever heard of a mountain flying in the sky when you were taking your jet and your like 4 wives for a trip? Sorry, I'm being sarcastic with you. Don't be offended.
Okay, then why? No, it's okay. Why is there so many Christianities then?
So you see, you're trying to avoid the question. The question is an
I said there's for me, I want to make sense of the violence and the
This
war.
is not the question. I want you to focus with me. Do you think it's a smart from somebody claimed to be God to say that hail is coming from mountains in heaven?
No, I
Not
don't
smart.
think that's
So
the smartest thing.
So you agree that Allah is a fraud? Because there's no way God will say such a statement. And you agreed. Happy for you, my friend. You agreed. You agreed that this is stupid.
I mean, if you word it like that, but
I'm not wording it. I asked you, is it smart? You said no. What is the opposite of smart? It's stupid. Maybe you did not say the word is stupid yet, but you said it's not smart. You agree. I said, is it smart? You said no. So you agreed that Allah is stupid. Thank you very much.
okay. No, well, okay. Let's look like this, right? Let's just like this must be very stressful. Okay, I'm Muhammad. I'm not saying, let's just pretend. Okay, I'm Muhammad. I'm trying to make this new religion. This must be very exhausting to, okay, I'm going to borrow from this. And I said this, so I got to.
What exhausting? Muhammad, he did not say all of this in one day. He was taking his time, took him more than 20 years. The whole Quran, my friend, the whole Quran is not even in the size of the index of my books. My book, one book, the index is bigger than the whole Quran. So the Quran is a very small book. There's nothing. And as you see, it's a stupid thing. This guy is making sajja. Sajja is like rab. I eat potato, you are tomato. And you know what? If you go to Mexico, you are going to Fartino. What the heck is that? There's no meaning. This is stupid. So he was just making stupid sentence in Arabic, putting them together, and the end of the mean is a disaster. So you are saying to me this is exhausting? Why? What he's doing? The guy was busy having sex with the children, having sex with his own son, wife, having sex with everybody. He made a verse saying any woman she can give herself to the prophet so he can F her.
That's a little strange. Okay, so
how about what do you mean it's strange? Somebody is, if it is exhausting, this guy, he have a lot of time.
Mentally, okay, he got all these stories, and it's just religion is stressful, right? Okay, so I don't know.
My friend, the guy was having fun. Imagine God, he sent the verse says, any woman she like to offer herself to Christian prince. Do you see how stressful I am now? I would be, this is really stupid. And you know, before you call me, I was saying
No,
to
like,
people
wouldn't
here.
he be paranoid? Like,
Before
from
you,
the really people that he was trying to kill. Okay, he's a fake prophet, but you have the Meccans trying to kill you because you're changing their polytheistic ways, and you're making fun of them. And Abu Bakr is saying, "Suck the clitoris of Allah," and all this weird stuff.
my friend, it's you establish an organization and you have no choice but to continue. It's a business, either it succeeds or it's going to die. So Muhammad, when he started his business, hoping that people will listen to him, this is why in the beginning he was trying to be friendly to the Christian and the Jews. When the Christian, they refuse him, and then the Jews refuse him, even though they accept him as a refugee, the Jews, they took Muhammad between them.
Why do you think he ate the Jew? Why do you think he hated the Jews specifically more?
Because they got him busted many times. The Jews, they used to make fun of him, getting him busted. As an example, the story of Al-Khadr. The Jews, they came to him and they told him there's a prophet, his name Al-Khadr. What do you know about him?
Khidr, right, with the Moses and the green.
Yeah. And Muhammad, he got the bait. He's a fool. So he come and he said to them a chapter about Al-Khadr. And later he found out Al-Khadr is just a scam. It's not real. This is Alexander the Great. He's not a prophet. He's actually bisexual. So they always give him a bait, and he's a fool, and he take it. So he takes stories from the Jews, he make it Quran, and then after that, the Jews, they make fun of him. So what they do, they send up somebody to speak to Aisha, or to speak, as an example, the punishment of the grave. A Jewish woman, she walked by to the house of Aisha. She said to her, we seek refugee from the punishment of the grave. Aisha, she said to her, you are lying. There's no such a thing. Muhammad, he come from his room. They found him argue, both of them. So he said to her, what's the problem? She said, this Jewish woman, she is saying, we seek refuge from the punishment of the grave. Muhammad, he said, well, okay, well, she is saying the truth. And Aisha, she said, since then, not even once, Muhammad, he prayed without saying, I seek refuge from God, from the punishment of the grave. So why Muhammad never say that ever before? Until the Jewish women, she mentioned it. He hang up. All right. Isn't it obvious? But you know, already he's out of Islam. Actually, he agreed that the Quran is stupid. What do you want more? And you know, we have this guy, he keeps saying, Ilyas, Christian Prince, if we, etc., he will run away, he will cry. Hey, my friend, get me your daddy. Stupid idiot. Any Muslim, he make those comments just to block him. Either you bring me your daddy or go. Put your diaper on. Hello?
I'm sorry about that.
It's all right, no problem. So as you see, Aisha, she heard the Jewish woman mention the punishment of the grave, and then Muhammad, he said to her, this is true. And then since then, Aisha, she said, after that, I never saw Allah apostle, but seeking refuge with Allah from the punishment of the grave. He just learned it from the Jew.
He just learned from the Jew.
Yeah. So if he is a prophet, you know, if this is really real, then he will not wait for the Jewish women to say it. He will say it from the first day. But suddenly, after the Jewish women, so they give him a trap, you know. They make fun of him. They go there, they send the women. The women, she says something. Muhammad, he take what the Jews say seriously. You know that those people have religion. So whatever the Jews, they say, he put it in his book. And suddenly now, became a big thing in Islam to believe in the punch of the grave. If we go right now to YouTube, we will find 1 billion video about the punishment of the grave with animation, and there's movies.
So you guys don't believe that in Christianity?
What are you dead? Are you dead or not? How you are dead and you are going to be punished in the grave? Are you dead or not?
Do you mean it's something more, it's kind of a cruel thing that God wouldn't do, or are you saying that it just doesn't make sense?
It's a stupid, you know. Are you dead or not?
You're dead.
Okay, so how we will punish you, and you are just dust? What you punish? What exactly?
Well, because you're still be living, you could still feel.
No, you are not. They are dead. This is why you are.
Well, okay, in Christianity, you believe you're going to another place, right?
No, this is in the judgment day, when God, he take us, to his heaven. Not right away. You go from the grave and you find the door open for you to the other hole.
No, yeah, you have to wait for the resurrection.
Yeah, so but this is a different story. Here we are talking about somebody is in the grave. Look how many videos the Muslims they have. I just search in Arabic, Adhab al-Qabr. Ooh, the punishment of the grave. And look here, a camera inside the grave. There's a cat. Look at this cat, and look, 2.6 million view. 2.6 million view. And those Abdul, they believe it. A camera in the grave. And there's a cobra, and there's a cat, and not to forget the 99 head, the snake, who have 7 heads. Each head have 9 heads. I mean, look at the movies, man. And then the guy, the angel, he will ask you 3 questions, and if you don't answer the question, they will hit you with hammer made from steel. Did you watch the movie? Is called what is called Thor? The Greek mythology, the guy who have a hammer, he fly with it.
Thor.
Yeah, Thor. So Thor is in the Muhammad story. Here we go. So now you are in the grave, and the angels will come to you and they will ask you 3 questions. What is your religion? You have to say Islam. If you say Christianity, if you say atheism, if you say Hindu, Allahu Akbar. So and then the second question, who is your God? You have to say Allah. If you say Jesus, and each time he hit you, he will split your head and it will make you go down 70 a cubit down. And then the third question, they will show you a picture. And they will say, who is this man? If you say Muhammad, you pass. If you say someone else, like Joe Biden, you are in trouble. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid exam that the answers are given to them before we go to it? So now I know the exam.
God must be laughing at all of us. Well, I got a couple good points from a couple. Yeah, I understand your points, brother. And I gotta say, you bring up good points in your video.
What do you mean you understand my point? You understand my hammer now, because we are using hammer to make you understand. The angel will hit you in your head. What point? There's no point here.
No. I'm saying you bring good points, like that make people think. But I got a couple questions for you that I've just little things I've been writing because I don't want my thoughts to escape me. That's why I'm writing in my little thing here as we're going along. Okay, so you're Arabian Christian, right? Or for something Middle East. Maybe you're a Syrian. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, okay, I'm black, blonde, African American from Japan. Okay, where is that?
Okay, there we go. Okay. So my point is, like, you see the lady, she's a Christian woman. Because it sounds like you support past Israel, like, okay, whatever that you say, right? I don't
support Israel. I support the fact that this is the land of the Jews.
I don't. Right. I mean, okay, I can respect that. I don't think anybody.
This is their land. Give people their land. If it's your land, I would say it's your land. If it's not, I would say it's not.
But they were living like the Arabs, the Arab didn't just come there when Umar or whoever Khalif came.
You see, the first time, you go read to the Islamic history books, you will find that the first time people they spoke Arabic at that time, it was in the Caliphate Abdul Malik ibn Marwan. Before that, nobody speak Arabic. This is the language there. It's either Hebrew or Aramaic. So Arab are not there. There's no Arab there. The only Arab where exists is the Arab Christian, which is in the border of Jordan, not in Israel, like all the way to Tabuk. So like Al-Ghassasina, Al-Ghassasina, those are Arabian Christian tribes. They have their king, So those are the Arab, but they are not from Jerusalem and they have nothing to do with it. So
then what are the Palestinians? I'm sorry,
my friend, even the Quran says in chapter 5, verse number 21, that Allah, he gave the Holy Land to the Jews.
But then they committed facade and
doesn't matter. It's their land. It's their land. Even Muhammad, he said that the one who built Jerusalem or Bayt al-Maqdis, it was Sulaiman and David. So when your book says, or now you are not a Muslim because you made fun of the Quran already, when the Quran already admit that this is the book given, this is the land given to the Jews, assigned to them, you know, that's it. This is even the Quran never mentioned the word Palestine, never spoke of
That's
it.
a good point. That's a really good point.
Yeah, and even Muhammad, he agreed that the one who built what the Muslim called Al-Aqsa is the one who built it is David and Solomon. So why you want to take it? So when I say I support Israel right, I'm supporting Israel right. When Israel do wrong, I say they are doing wrong. I don't take a side.
Right. Well, you know that a Palestinian Christian woman, like why don't the Christians have more?
She
of
is
an
no
outcry?
Christian. She is supporting terrorists. This woman, she is no Christian. I know who is she. She is from the Orthodox Church in that territory. She was a journalist supporting terrorists, supporting Hamas. So she is no Christian. There's no Christian will do what she's doing.
Yeah, but doesn't Hamas pretty much represent all the Palestinians?
No, Hamas represent only terrorism, because no Christian, Hamas, they cut the head of a Christian person just for selling the Bible in his library. They gave him a warning, 24 hours. Take all the Bibles.
They're very crazy. I don't think
no, they are not crazy. This is who they are. They are Islamic terrorism. So Hamas, anyone who support them, he is no Christian. There's no way. There's no way, my friend. There's no way Christian he will support an organization, make living from sending children to die, make living by sending somebody to commit suicide in a bus.
Okay,
you cannot be Christian. You cannot be Christian and you do that. So for me, she is a filthy woman. She is no Christian.
Like, let me tell you, I went to Palestine. They
I don't care. You see, you are changing the topic now. We are not going to switch.
I kind of wanted to give you a background.
We don't want to switch. They want to switch to politics.
No. I'm kind of supporting, like, okay, even if you're Palestinian American and you go to Palestine, they might make fun of you because, oh, Hada Amriki, he's born over there. So even your own people that you support, they're like spitting on you.
Well, those, you know, in Middle East is a messed up, and Arab, they don't respect anyone. They badmouth. So even if you
conspiracies,
even if you see your cousin, they will give you a hug. If you are a Middle Eastern, then you know they will give you a hug. After you leave their door, they start talking about you and about your wife. So you know better.
Well, that's right. Well,
yeah.
That's right.
So this is what they do, and this is who they are. And then they cry, they claim the Jew. They blame the Jews for anything. If the guy, his wife, she could not give a baby, he would say, we blame the Jews. If they don't have electricity, they blame the Jews. If somebody, he could not pass the exam, he blamed them Jews. You know, I mean, they blame the Jews for anything. Like, well, why we have a hole in the front of my door in the street? We are war in Israel. How we can fix it?
But you admit Israel is doing some very nasty things.
What is the nasty? They are giving equal right. They are making them even have a Congress. They are in the Congress. They allow Muslim even to say Allahu Akbar in the Congress. They give you free insurance. They give you health. You give you a salary. My friend, trust me. Any Arab in the Middle East, he would dream to go and get Israeli citizenship. This is a fact. I'm not making things up, because in Israel you are more respected as an Arab than an Arab respected in an Arab country. In the Middle East, you can disappear, you and your family, for saying 2 words, and you know that.
You're right.
Okay. So what?
Well, that's a Arabic thing.
So what nasty thing? What nasty thing? You know, what nasty? I mean, this is the Middle East is the most stupid place ever. They speak too much about God, but they are not godly. They speak too much about honor and etc., but they have no honor. They are the people of gossip. They are the people of lying. The judge is corrupt. The police is corrupt. The king is corrupt. The president is corrupt. I mean, everybody is corrupt, but everybody is believer.
You know, Akhi,
you go to
Muhammad said there's not going to be too many good people.
Yeah, you go to the butcher to buy some beef. You go home, you find it a cat meat. You know,
but there are good Arab people. You know, there are. You know, we're successful.
Yeah, what successful? My friend, the society is corrupt to the bones, and they are so proud about nothing. Me myself, my friend. I'm not talking about Muslim now or Christians. I'm talking about Middle East, including Christians. I don't associate with them, because the majority, they have a very bad culture. Gossiping, They hate each other. The cousin hate his cousin. The family hate a family. The sister, she speak about the kids of the other sister. I mean,
Every girl's a
it's
sharmuta.
like, without using bad words, every every disease in the world, you can find it there. In the same time, they are the most proud people ever. They are the decent. They are the honorable.
Right.
They are brother, we are the one who discovered electricity, really? Yes, and Shakespeare, his real name is Shakespeare.
But okay, brother, okay, let's assume, and that's another point, if Muhammad was, okay, I don't want to really write that down. Okay, so like, I think a good video for you, because you break things down pretty good. I don't know if you saw Andrew Tate, the Christian kickboxer. He said Islam fixes a lot of things, and he's right. Yes, there's bad things, like negatives.
What? Islam fix what? People say stupid things, my friend. Who cares what this kickboxer is? Let me kick his ass. What he said? Tell me. Islam fix what?
Well, he is 4-time world kickboxing champion.
Who cares? We can kick, because there's many ways to kick the ass. These days actually.
He went viral for saying this, and I just think like.
No. Tell me, Islam fix what?
No, Islam fixes, the role of women, where Christianity...
What role of women?
Okay,
exactly,
how
tell
come
me.
we can wear a shirt that says Jesus is gay, but if you say that with Muhammad, I know you could say it's a bad thing because we shouldn't just go kill people, but like, how come people don't defend Jesus the way we love Muhammad?
Okay, well, no, you see, you're not defending Muhammad. You are defending yourself because you feel you are insulted, and you cannot take it to see somebody...
no, but I can't. That's why I'm on your channel.
Listen. First of all, let's be sure. If Muhammad is a prophet of God, and he have a God to protect him, why you need to go and kill for him to defend his honor? If Jesus is God, why I need to go and defend Jesus?
Nobody should be killed. Like, this is a problem. It says like they kill for apostasy in Islam, but really it's not in the Quran.
You are switching topic. I ask you, the guy, he said Islam fixed many things. You did not give me anything. Islam fixed nothing. Islam is the problem. Islam is the problem. Your rule of women for what? Women, she is an object of sex in Islam.
No. I want to give you the background of the video. He said that a lot of the problems that the Western world is facing now, Islam fixes it. Like
what?
Like women are just out there sexual. I mean, come on, brother.
Okay. I will show you. I want you to look with me in YouTube. I will type only one word. This guy, whoever he is, he's an idiot. Kickboxing, Islam fix anything. So if we force women not to wear a short skirt, that will make those women good. They will go and have sex behind the wall. So I will type here the word ma'laya. You know what ma'laya mean?
I don't.
Okay, I type the word ma'laya. Look, it says adult. You cannot see it because it's for, you have to be confirm that you are over 18. This is the Arab women wearing hijab. So this guy is a donkey, whoever he is. Islam fix nothing. People, they do, look, even sexual dance, women, they sleep in the top of each other in public. Women sleeping in the top of the other women, and all the sheikhs are around them. Look at this one. Women, they raise up their ass up in the sky, and everybody around is wearing hijab, and they are wearing hijab too. This guy is a certified idiot. Middle East is the land of prostitution. My friend, go to Turkey.
Where's that at?
It's on YouTube. I'm showing you on YouTube. I'm showing you. This is in the Middle East.
That is very weird behavior.
What weird behavior? What weird behavior?
I think
if we say which country is number one, hold on. If we say which country in the world is number one in belly dancing, give me the name of the country.
I say America, baby.
No, I say Egypt. I
love America. I don't know.
America is number one belly dancing? What since when? This is your Middle East, and this is the garbage and drugs. Morocco, Tunisia, Libya. I mean, come on, people, they speak stupidity.
Well, maybe if America bomb our ignorant countries.
So Islam did not fix anything. The women, she became more sexual object. In America, women, they are free to do as they want. So here, what kind of woman she is, because
you think that's a bad thing?
No, it's not bad thing. No, it's not bad thing. I will tell you why. Because when you force people to behave as you want them, obviously they are not behaving because you force them. Give them a
Because they're-
freedom. Take the freedom of USA and give it to those Arab, and you will see what will happen.
Well,
Just
they
do it.
love them.
No, they will go. They will go. You know, this is why Saudi or etc. They go in the airplane before they arrive. They go to the bathroom. They change their clothes. They wear short skirt. They don't even arrive to the airport in Europe. So give them freedom, then you will know them. So this guy, whoever he said that, he is stupid, because Islam is not fixing anything. Islam is a problem. If a woman walk in the street alone, she will be kidnapped. She need a guardian, because Islam made everything sexual. And the women, she became a sex toy. So don't tell me Islam fix. What fix? Can your sister walk safely alone in Egypt or in Hamas territory, and not 1,000 person touch her or speak faithy word to her? Can a woman go in the bus without being molested by 1,000 dogs? So what Islam fix anything?
I saw those women. I saw the woman being killed in Jordan and Egypt. It makes me sick. The teacher in France, you know.
Yeah, so you see,
Islam,
so you witness it yourself. So what this guy he said is stupid. He don't know what the Middle East is. So he say things. Most of those Western people, they speak about things they don't know. You know, we are from there.
Okay, now why? Okay, if Christianity is true, why didn't God just make? Okay, and I'm asking you this because Islam addresses this. Like Islam says, we sent messengers to all people. They took away from the message, etc. Right? If Christianity is true, why aren't we all just Christians? And maybe we all would have been different denominations of Christians, or we all been the same Christians. I don't know. But why? Why would God? Why?
You see, you are. You know, I assume that you are a smart person. No, listen. I assume that you are a smart person, right?
I'm above average.
So what this have to do? What this have to do with why? Because simply, as long we give people a free will, and for us, there's no different Christianity. All the Christians, either they believe in Jesus as God or not. If you don't believe in him as God, you are no Christian. So there's different names of churches, but that will not change anything. Because simply,
what about
my friend
Joseph Smith and the Latter-day
This is not
Saints?
a Christian. This is just a stupid cult. This is like Muhammad. This is Muhammad. He had many wives too, and you know, and angels they came to him in the middle of the night.
I don't think cults have 1.3 billion followers. I don't.
So what? The bigger, the more stupid it is. So you see, if I will go with your logic, if a cult is 1.3, that will make it right. Well, that mean we are right, and we are the only right then, because we are the biggest faith.
You are bigger than Islam. Okay. Yeah, I always think I always.
But this is not right. This is not right to think this way. So if the whole world is smoke and I don't smoke, that's mean I am the wrong one.
Okay, if you died and Muhammad was true, okay, and that, I guess that, well, yeah, that's a hypothetical thing. What did Jesus say? He was the last prophet.
Jesus, why he will say he is God, my friend. He did not say he's a prophet. He is God. So Jesus, he said that I will send you the Comforter, which is a spirit, which is the Spirit of God. He will not send us men. He will send us the Holy Spirit only. That's what Jesus will send. And his disciple, he sent them to teach. So God will be with us as a spirit. The disciple of Jesus, they will be with us as teachers. But they will not be anything else. They are the one who witnessed to him. They saw him. They learn from him. And they carry on the mission.
Okay, well, think about it. Okay, how are Muslims so steadfast? You know, people being tortured in jail, and they're all so Satan's. Okay, this is from religions from Satan, right? Okay, how are we this strong? How are we keep? I know birth rates and whatever. I'm just trying to look at logic from where Muslims are.
I don't know what are you talking about. How strong you are when you just said to me the Quran is stupid.
I never said that. You
said that to me. You said that to me. Let us go slowly. How strong we are, and I ask you, when Allah he said, "Hail coming down from mountains in heaven," is that smart?
Their faith. No.
Is that smart for you? You said no.
No. I just want to clarify my point. Everybody in the world knows, like, man, Muslims. You know, comedians joke about this.
About
that
what?
You can never out Muslim. Eddie Griffin. They all joke about it. But
no, my friend,
true.
Muslims
So
are Muslims are the most weak, can be defeated so easy for many reasons. Because number one, they betray each other. Number two, they are not united. Number three, they are not true believers. Number four, they are money seekers. All of those are your weakness. And since the time of Muhammad,
everybody makes money. Look at the mega churches.
No, my friend. Listen, you know how ISIS was defeated. How ISIS were defeated. How Saudi Arabia protected by USA. How all Islamic countries are under the command and the shoes of Joe Biden. This is the truth. Pakistan, the American, they want inside. Listen. So how you are? So how you say we are strong and we are etc. When you are under, when you live by their protection, what kind of a strength you have?
No. Well, I mean our faith. I don't mean our strength.
You don't have faith. As you see, I ask a few questions. Your faith flight away. What faith? You don't have faith.
Well, I have well,
you don't have faith. You just made fun of the Quran and you laugh at it. You forgot?
Well, I'm not on my deen recently, brother.
What? did you take hashish before you call me?
Well, that's another subject. But my point, brother.
Okay. So, my friend, you have no faith, you have no strength, you have no power, and you have no book, and you have no prophet, and you have no God. In the top of that, you have no religion, because all of you Muslims, and actually, if even your prophet, he says, my nation will be 73 sect. The Christian, there will be 71, 72.
He says that, yeah.
Yeah, so you Muslims are way divided more than others. Secondly, Muhammad, he lied here because
his prophecy was true.
This is false, because there is no 73 sect. There's millions. What 73 sect?
How?
Since when? Yes, because the Shia alone is more than 200 sect. The Shia alone. So how this
what
is?
Do you mean,
how you are, my friend? The Sunni are many sects, and the Shia are tons of sects. So how this is? How this is end with 70? Okay, I want you to count for me. No. What is Ismailiyah? You don't know what are you talking about. Even the Shia, the Ithna Ashariya, the 12, they have tons of sect. Even the Muslim Sunni, they have millions of sect. Go and read. You know, there's tons, millions. Nobody even knows how many. I can't even count them.
No, but there's the schools like there's the Maturidi.
No. You see, this is sect still. This is still
those
sect.
Are schools of thought. That's what I'm saying.
No. This is a sect, because when you have different idea, different belief in what your brother believe, especially explaining the Quran, that's mean you are a sect. You see.
What about the Jews? Why don't the Jews?
Listen. Who care about this? You see, you are going left and right. You mentioned that nobody can overcome them. You said nobody can overcome Muslims. Muslims are very easy to defeat. They have even no protection, like military. Even your money is not to be trusted in their banks. You put it in the banks of the American. So how you can
that's
be?
Because they're hypocrites. That's because
no. This is not because they are hypocrite. That's because you don't trust Arab. No.
Saudi Arabia, those filthy dogs.
Muslims, no. Muslims don't trust Muslims. You know that. You know, I can. When I used to go to a Muslim, he is like in my school. I go to his house. When I go to his house, I sit with his sisters and his mother, and they are wearing short skirt. They don't hide from me. The second, another kid from our age, we are like in a high school, another Muslim, he knock at the door. Right away, the sisters hide, and the mother hide. They don't trust a Muslim. A Muslim don't trust a Muslim, and you know that. Don't lie to yourself. They trust Christians. So in the Middle East, you Muslim, you trust us. You can send your wife. You can send your wife to our house, and you are not worried. But you cannot send your wife alone to a house of a Muslim, and you know that. So you Muslims, the worm ate you from inside. It's a tree from outside, but there is no trunk. It's eaten by worm, and it's eaten by worm since the time of Muhammad. This is why all the caliphate were killed by Muslims. This is why all the family of Muhammad were killed by Muslims.
That is very true.
Because this is.
They were half-hearted, brother. They were hypocrites because they knew Muhammad.
Those are the companion of your prophet. So you just said something very important. The companion of Muhammad.
I don't like them. That's why I got away. I got an argument before, brother.
Listen exactly. Listen what you just said. They are a hypocrite. Who? The companion of Muhammad, the caliphate of Muhammad. So if those are the best of Muslims are hypocrite, what kind of a prophet he is? Tell me your friends. Who is your friends? I will tell you who you are. So if your friends are a bunch of gang and hypocrite, That means Muhammad is hypocrite too.
Yeah, but the Shia believe that he knew
I
it.
don't care
and,
what the
you know,
Shia believe. No, you don't jump to the Shia. The Shia is different level of
No, because I
madness.
believe certain things like they say. Well, I gotta say about the Shia, they say certain things that the Sunni tries to hide.
Exactly. Well, this is because
So
the
I respect them for that. I just, you know.
but we not to change anything. That Shia is is a stupid sect, the same as the Sunni. Who care?
Okay, so what about the? Okay, yeah, we don't need to go. I know, and I like the way why I'm bringing up so many topics, brother, is because I have a lot of different points and different stuff, but I think it's all connecting very well. I think hopefully you're.
Yeah. So now, as long as you agree with me that Muhammad and his companion, they are hypocrite, the Quran is a stupid book. So why you don't say loud and clear that you are out of Islam?
Well, because I don't jump into anything. I take my time with things.
Okay, well, okay. See, because people are trying to contact me and call me, and I'm spending my time with you. I gave you enough reasoning, and you agree with them, and still you don't want to give me an answer. So why want to continue the conversation?
I guess my answer is no. That was not the purpose of my phone call. My purpose of the phone call was.
But what? No, you agreed that the Quran is stupid, and now you are saying you are still a Muslim.
No. Yeah, I'm saying you backed me into that because you brought up one thing that I actually never even read. I'll say this.
Well, I don't care. I showed you.
I'm not scared of anybody, bro.
My friend, I don't care if you are scared.
My real name on the Skype.
This is your business. I'm asking you. When I said that Allah, He sent hail from mountains in heaven, is that smart or stupid? What you said to me, remind me.
Why is that? But that's the thing, brother, and you even know. Because
remind me what you said. I said, is it smart or stupid? What you said?
I don't know about that. I don't. Said, such a vague.
I said, is it smart? You said no.
But I don't. It's kind of like It's like, what kind of question is that?
What do you mean? What kind of question? It's a question.
Like, was Abraham sacrificing his son? This
is not a stupid. This is a story, can be true, and you can believe it or you cannot believe it. It's your business. But here we are talking about. This is we are talking about something. But this is not about Abraham. This is about something we see around us every day. Is it true that hail is coming from mountains in the sky? Yes or no?
I don't believe that to be true, but I'm not going to mock.
Then okay, that's me.
I don't want to mock.
Okay, my friend, you're wasting my time. Sorry, I can't continue with you. So you just said I don't believe this is to be true. So you don't believe the Quran to be true, and yet you don't want to say I'm out of Islam. No. So why you are calling me? You agree that this is going to be true. He sent down out of heaven a mountain. Where is the actually translation is false. It says he sent down hail out of mountains, not mountain hail. I think this guy is using Google Translation. So don't waste my time. There's no way God can say stupid things. He's God. So if he says stupid things, he's a stupid God. As simple as that. You are all over the place, we are, a kickboxer guy, he said, who cares? They are stupid. That's why he's a kickboxer. If you have a brain, he will not be doing the business of kickboxer. I do kickboxing every day. I don't use my foot. People who have no brain. Who is the best kickboxer in the world? The donkey. Did you try his head? If he kick you, you are done. Most likely you would have broken ribs or your stomach would become to pieces. So a kickboxer, he says Islam fix problems. We will take things from kickboxer now. What kickboxer? Here we kick Allah every day. We ride him, we mule him, we feed him, we bust him, and then at the end he said thank you. Yeah, I mean, people are really, they kickboxer. So what if it's a kickboxer? What if I can beat everybody? So does that make me smart? In this world, a child, he have a gun, he can shoot you even if you are, 10 meters tall. The old days is over about, how big you are. A kid, No, don't call me, please. Don't call me. Don't force me to block you. You know, and we are in a world where a woman, you know, a child can take a David by a rock. He took a giant. He's just a kid. David the kid. He took a giant by a rock. He's not a kickboxer hero. People, they won wars and victory by using their brain, not by kicking. Muslims, they are still kicking. You will see a Muslim, he think he got a Kalashnikov, he think he controlled the world. When Erdogan, he make a drone, he claimed a victory of the drone, amazing the drone. The chip is made in Israel. The GPS is American. The engine is from China. And they made a drone. Well, it's made in Turkey. Oh. Anyway. Okay. Let us see this person here trying to call us. Let us see if he will answer. Oh, sorry, you are calling him this guy. Maybe he is asleep now. I think this is an old call. This is not from today. Yeah, so, you know, maybe he is... oh, he's calling back. Hello? Sorry, did I wake you up?
No, I was actually awake.
Oh, okay, because after I call you, I said, oh, this guy is, you know, in Europe, so maybe he is asleep, you know, so I decided to hang up on you. My friend, what do you want to say to us? You are a Muslim?
Actually, yes. Can I, there's actually a lot of things I want to talk to you about, actually, but I don't want to take up too much of your time.
No problem.
Okay. Can we, I'm going to open up YouTube. You're using the Arabian Prophet, right? Is that
yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just discuss with you about some of your views about Islam, and maybe we can come to an understanding, let's say?
No problem.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I want to talk to you about the character Muhammad Sallallahu. You said
about the character?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, what about it? Go ahead.
Okay, in Islam, we believe that Muhammad is the best of example, as you know, the best of person, etc.
What make a person the best? Give me the standard.
Oh, good question. So I would say a good person, or the best of person, from what I've been taught, the Prophet, for example, was generous with his wealth, generous with his time, extremely generous. I mean, he was giving his money to the poor. He was always in defense of the poor, you know, and the weak. What else is there? I mean, his whole mission was for the poor, right? So this is what.
Okay, let me ask you: if a man he want to marry a woman, and then they agree, they are going to make the father of the woman drunk because he refused to marry her to him, and then when he drunk, they change his clothing. And when he woke up, they told him, he said, why I'm wearing those clothes? Khadija, she said, oh, because you married me, yes, last night to Muhammad. He said, no, I did not. She said, do you want me to tell the people of Quraysh what happened? Aren't you going to be ashamed of yourself? Is that the one you are talking about?
Yes. No. Look, we had a discussion before, and I brought this topic up with one of these scholars. So I traveled to the Middle East, spoken to a scholar about it. I believe you also provided me some references as well.
Okay. So is that a good person or is a bad person? A person, he used alcohol, him and his wife, which is not his wife really, because his marriage was not real. It was a fraud, because the father did not marry her. You know, it was a fraud. So the person who his first thing in his life started based on a fraud, how he is the trustworthy? And you know, you said I gave you the reference, so I do not need to give you the reference again. What about Muhammad? He go to the house of his own son, wife, and he flirt with the wife when she was alone. Is that the trustworthy, the high standard you like for your family? Be honest with me. I'm not trying to make fun of your family or your father. If your father come to your house, and he flirt with your wife, what you will do?
Well, that's not good, of course, right?
So was he, Muhammad, a good person? I'm waiting.
Yeah. Okay.
Did I take you in a surprise, you know, with my question? You see, because you are the one who starts saying, I brought to you a subject and etc. and about Muhammad, how he is, you know, the best, and he is the best example, and etc. And then it turned to be that everything you said is not true, my friend, because those two things is telling me the quality of the man. You said to me that he gave his money to the poor. Muhammad, he took the fifth of every attack to his pocket. What poor? When a blind man, he come to his house, Muhammad made fun of him and he kicked him out. There's a chapter in the Quran about it, because the people start speaking against him, saying, what kind of a prophet? He make fun of a blind man just because he's speaking to the rich people of Quraysh. Where is the quality? Imagine now you are talking to me and a blind man here, and I say to him, shut up, I'm talking to this rich man. Is that the quality of a prophet of God?
Okay, and in regards to that story, he did not tell him to shut up. He turned away.
No, he did. He did.
Are you referring to Abasa?
Abasa wa tawalla, exactly. Yeah, he did. Because what Abasa mean?
Let's just open up the Quran. Give me 1 second.
What Abasa mean? You speak Arabic, right?
No, not so much.
Okay. Chapter 80, verse number 1.
Yeah, I'm just opening that up now.
Okay.
Sorry, give me 1 second. We got the Abasa here. Okay. Yeah, he frowned and turned his attention away.
Okay, what frown mean? And turn his way? What does that mean?
Frowned. So you know how you can have a smile,
You
but
gave,
then the
no,
opposite of
he
smile.
gave him a face, right?
Yeah, like you're upset.
Okay,
exactly.
So shut up can be by saying the word. Can be saying, you know, like, you know, looking at you in a very angry way, you know. So and remember, this guy, you know, he's blind, right?
Yeah.
So he don't see even what he's doing now. Correct?
Okay.
So
I see what
how the man, he knew that Muhammad, he is unhappy with him unless he said something. Because I can see, so I can look at your face and I can see that you are not happy, right? But this guy is a blind man. When the blind man came to Jesus, he said to Jesus, I want to see Lord. He's a blind man, poor and homeless, you know. And this is Jesus himself, walking in the street. Hundreds and thousands of people want to talk to him, asking for things to do. What Jesus did, he made him see. As simple as that. Here, we have a guy is not asking Muhammad to make him see. He just want to learn about Islam. Imagine now, a person, he want to call me, and I'm talking to you, and he called me baby before you. I hang up on him and says, get lost, you are a blind man, you are poor. And even the interpretation says, Muhammad was afraid that the rich people of Quraysh will say, look who is coming to his house. Is that correct?
Oh, I don't know this. I really don't.
You can open the interpretation and you will see it says that Muhammad, he was worried that the people of Quraysh, who are the rich, the leaders, they will say, look who is the followers of this man. So if we go to chapter 80, and I will show you the interpretation.
Ibn Kathir, is that what you're using?
This is a website. It has Ibn Kathir in English, in Arabic, sorry. But if you want Ibn Kathir, we can go to Ibn Kathir, no problem. But there is a book, it's called Asbab al-Nuzul, actually.
Yeah.
Which is better, because this is to give you the reason for the verse to come down.
Yeah.
We are waiting for the page to open. Here we go. So here it says, here is giving you all the story about what happened supposedly. And then Ibn Maktoum, he stood up and he said, oh, Messenger of Allah, teach me of which Allah has taught you. The guy, he did not do anything wrong, you know? Correct?
Okay. And from his narration and authority of Ibn Abbas, that he said, oh, sorry.
So this man, he did not speak in an impolite way, right? He's speaking to him as a messenger of God, which means he's a follower. The others are not. Which one is more important? So, and as long he is asking about Allah, this is opportunity for Muhammad to answer him. In the same time, they can listen, right?
Yeah.
He's not asking about, like, you know, what we will eat, you know. So why he will be upset? And he repeat his request. And remember, this guy is a blind man. And then it says, look here. He said, the prophet, he said to himself, the chief will say, his followers consist of only the blind, lowly people and slaves. Did you see it?
Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me just read this what we can see here, so we don't miss anything. Okay. Right. So it says this refers to Maktoum. The letter went to the Prophet Muhammad and gave him peace while okay. Right.
Why Muhammad is worried about that he have poor people, they are his followers? Why it matter if they are rich or poor?
Why does it matter?
Yeah.
Well, you have to remember it actually does matter, first of all.
Why?
Right? Okay, so for example, if you went to Saudi Arabia and you went and preached Christianity, you know that right now it's illegal, right? Okay. But let's say that you managed to convert one of the prince to Christianity. You will be in a much better position to keep on going as opposed to converting a blind person in the street.
But remember,
is it right? No.
No, this is not right, because simply, first of all, Muhammad is not in a society which forbid him from teaching. As you know, the Arab, they have 360 gods around the Kaaba, correct? Which means they are really very tolerant to other belief. And this is a proof that all what Muslims say is about how intolerant they are, it's a lie. It was Muhammad is intolerant to them, not the opposite. Because the Arab, as you see, they have all those gods around the Kaaba, and nobody kill anyone. Nobody kill anybody. Everybody worship his God, and everybody's fine. So Muhammad here, he have a freedom to teach, and nobody oppress him. And now he is speaking to the leaders, and they are coming to his house. Correct?
Yeah.
And the question is about God. So in any way, Muhammad, for him, it's an opportunity to teach about his God. Somebody opened the topic. Thank you for opening the topic. Let us teach you about God. Isn't this what he want to do? But look what he thought. He thought, oh, he didn't say, I want to convert the chief. He said to himself, look, 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 look. Now they will say, the only one who follow him, They are the blind, the lowly, and the slaves. So Muhammad is the one who looked down at the Muslims, not the chief. In fact, the chief, they are the one who will start wondering why he's doing that. And this is why he made this verse, because they were talking about what kind of a prophet he do such a thing. Why he do that? Muhammad's second day, he starts saying, oh, he heard the news about, they are talking about how bad he is, that he, you know, gave a face to a blind poor man. He was not the decent, ethical prophet of God. He was the opposite. He cared for the rich. He don't care for the poor. And you said something very important, that because if you convert a prince, it's better than converting a poor. That is satanic. That's me.
How is that satanic?
It is satanic because you are leveling. You are not seeking really saving souls. You are seeking business. You want to have a successful business. If God is with you, who is the prince? Who is the king?
No. I think you misunderstood what I said.
No, I did not. No, I did not. He is trying to convince the chief, because that will make it easier for him to spread Islam, correct?
Not only easier, but it will be in a much safer environment as well.
Well, my friend, the Muslim, they claim that the family of Muhammad, they are the most powerful in Quraysh. So what safest environment? And
no one claimed that.
Okay, they claim he's from. Isn't Muhammad? He claimed that his family is the best of Quraysh. And then later we find that all of them, they are homosexual. So my friend, listen.
Wait, really? Homosexual?
Yeah, you can go read my book, Sex and Allah, and you will die laughing. All of it is coming from your Islamic books. All of it. All of it. Zero.
Okay, but are you saying the Prophet was homosexual as well?
I'm not saying he is. Properly he is. As an example, Muhammad, he go and he opened the door totally naked and he kissed men. When he is naked, is that something nice, normal? I don't know. You tell me.
So totally naked, you mean absolutely naked, kissing men? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely naked.
Kissing them where, in the mouth or something?
I don't know where he kissed him. I wasn't there. The hadith says he kissed, he kissed. I don't know. I mean, kiss is a kiss, Kiss is a kiss. Where the kiss, I have no idea. I was not the director. Read this hadith with me. It says that Zayd ibn al-Harith, very well-known person, he said, he arrived to Medina while the Messenger of Allah in his house. So he went and knocked at his door. So the Messenger of Allah stood naked, dragged his garment, and by Allah, I did not see him naked before and nor after, and he hugged me and kissed him. How you hug a man, he is totally naked, and you kissed him? He hugged him. Muhammad, he hugged him. The guy, he kissed him. And he is naked.
Yeah, well sorry. Let me just read this again. Sorry. Zayd bin Harith arrived in Medina while the Messenger of Allah was in his house. So he went and knocked at the door. So the Messenger of Allah stood naked, dragging his garments. And by Allah, I did not see him naked before nor after. And he hugged me and kissed me. They say that the meaning of naked here is that he was not wearing his ridda or upper wrap. And then towards he was dragging. Yeah, okay. So he seems that he was naked from the bottom.
No. You see, this is false. The English you see there is not in Arabic. This is the Arabic is not there. This is false addition to. This is why they are adding one and etc. Here we go. The Arabic doesn't say anything of what they are saying in English.
Okay, so
you can go and copy the Arabic.
His adopted son.
You can go and you can go. How his adopted son and later he slept with his wife. Secondly, my friend, you are naked. I mean, even if you are, it's your son. Do a man, his private part is in front of him, he hug another man? What son? Anyway, you're a prophet, he wear women Aisha clothes. You're a prophet, he put eyeliner 3 times. He pee like a woman. I mean, everything is wrong. But this is not the problem now. So when you speak to me about the ethical prophet, that ethic
No,
is
sorry. That is a prophet. That is a problem for me. You know, if what you're saying is true, then this is not good.
I'm
You
not
know
saying
what I'm saying?
anything. I'm not saying anything. It's in front of you. This is you Muslim saying, not
No,
me.
no. So right. So this one here, they're trying to explain, saying that he was naked only from the upwards, right? Not the bottom.
Nowhere it says that in Arabic. Read it. Here we go. Nowhere it says that. It says فأتاه فقرع الباب فقام إليه رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عريانا يجر ثوبه والله ما رأيته عريانا قبله ولا بعده فاعتنقه وقبله قال أبو عيسى هذا حديث حسن غريب لا نعرفه من حديث الذري etc. Well, there's nowhere all the explanation is there. This is additional to cover up the problem.
Yeah, okay.
You can take the English, the Arabic words, you can post in Google Translation, and you will see that all of this is addition. All the English you see is addition, is not there.
Okay. And you said he was wearing Aisha's clothing, right?
He wear Aisha clothing, he put eyeliner, you know, I mean, everything about him is wrong. What about the man who came, Muhammad, he came from his back, and Muhammad, he started tickling him. The man, he was topless. The man, he said to Muhammad, this is not fair, joking with him, like laughing. I am topless, I'm naked, topless, and you are not. And then the Prophet, he left up his shirt. So now both of them, they are topless. And the guy now, he hold him, he put his back on him, and, you know,
he kissed his stomach?
He embraced him, and he began to kiss his side.
No, but it wasn't tickling. The Prophet accidentally hit him with a stick, right?
No. Read it.
Oh, you have it open here.
Read it. It says here, okay.
The man of Ansar said that while he was given to jesting and talking to the people and making them laugh, the Prophet poked him under the rib with a stick.
See, it's not a mistake. He poked him.
He said, let me take retaliation. He said, take retaliation. He said, you were wearing a shirt, but I am not. The Prophet then raised his shirt, and the man embraced and began to kiss his side. Okay. Then he said, this is what I wanted, messenger. Okay. Right. This is weird. Yeah, I don't know why he's poking people with sticks. And I don't know why people are kissing his stomach. That's strange. Or his side.
He embraced him, and the Prophet, he left up his shirt. So now both of them, they are naked in the top.
Yeah, and he kissed his side, so he was on his knees.
Kashhahu is even down his side, not the side, down, like down from the side, like, you know, the where your waist is. This is where the kashhahu, under the belly.
Yeah, the hip area, right?
Does it sound like a prophet of God, or two lousy people? Maybe, I mean, maybe they are not, you know, doing something, you know, purposely wrong, but
yeah.
All, as they say, all roads take you to Rome. So all details is taking us in one direction.
Okay, I also heard you mention.
So what is holding you to be a Muslim, my friend?
Okay, now you see, since we last spoke, it was a couple months ago. Right?
I forgot, you know, really, remind me of yourself.
Okay. No,
I see,
fine.
actually, I just noticed a text from you, but I didn't know if this is, it's like, is that an
But
old
please don't
text?
mention my name. Please don't mention it. Just
No,
call me.
I will not mention your name. But you spoke to me before, as I understand, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we spoke before. I've noted down everything that you mentioned.
Yeah.
I then spoken to local scholars in the UK. Well, we call them sheikhs, not scholars. And I didn't get my answer, so I went to the Middle East, booked a flight, went there, and started asking scholars there.
Okay.
Right. I did not get a satisfactory answer, to be honest. And as you know, there's no point of lying or trying to defend something that you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So what's holding me back is uncertainty. I'm not too sure. I don't feel this is right, you know.
Mm.
But if I'm wrong, you burn in hellfire. It's a very big problem.
You know, if you change your gender, you can come back. I will give you a way. This is between us, and don't tell anyone. If you change your gender, Allah can take you away. If you go to Thailand and you install a new nice boobs and a nice private part of a female, Allah will take you from hellfire, guaranteed. Do you know that?
No.
Okay. Well,
because the punishment for anyone who is actually, I'm sure you know about the hadith about people who change their appearance, right?
No. The Muhammad, he said that Allah will take 70 women from the inheritance from hell, who all those women, their front passages are desirable.
Mm-hmm.
So all what you need to do, in case you are afraid, go and do whatever you want. Just go to Thailand, change your gender, and and Allah will take you out of from hell, because you have nice passages. Have you ever heard of a God? He will take women from hell because they have nice passages?
No, I don't hear that.
Yeah, but what do you think about it? I mean, you are now in hell, and just because you have nice boobs, and then Allah will take you out from hell, and he will send you to heaven because you are very good for sex. So this woman, actually, she enjoyed her life on earth, and now she is going to enjoy it more in heaven. Why? Because obviously she enjoyed having sex with a lot of men, and now she is going to do the same business on earth, but this time it's in heaven for eternity.
There is no one who Allah will admit to paradise, but Allah will marry him to 72 wives from the whores, and them too from his inheritance from people of hell, all of whom will have desirable from passage, and he will have a male member that will now become and he will have a male member. Okay, so it's in reference to the person. Okay.
Actually, for me, I was going to convert because I have a problem. My male member sometime become flaccid. So I said to myself, now we found a solution. Now, if I convert to Islam, my male member will have a membership of standing for the anthem forever. You know what I mean? So now, i.e. soft and limp, you will never have that problem. Like always ready. You can break walnut with it. You can break a coconut with it. It's just always ready. Just you can go for war. You can even fight people. And good for shooting. So what kind of a prophet? What is this? This is a prophet talking, or this is a porn? This is a Playboy station guy in the magazine. Is it promoting sex toys or what? Who is this? Who's talking?
Yeah, no. This is all good. Fair point. Okay.
What do you mean not good? You will have a male member can break a coconut, and you are telling me not good? I want to go there. If this is true, I mean, like there's a guy, he called me before you. He said they mentioned somebody who do kickboxing. We will change it. We will call it penis boxing, because look at this penis. Who need the kickboxing now? Look at the head. I mean, this is a prophet of God. How in the world this guy he became a prophet? I want to know. And how the Muslim, they see this and they say it's okay.
Okay. Now, right. Let me take one step back.
But be careful, because don't step on it, because now it is so strong, The male member is all over the place. Watch where you step on, Okay, what you want to step where?
No, because look at this. You guys are the people of the book, right? The Christians, as the Quran says, and we're supposed to consult you guys. Well, the Prophet was told to consult you guys, right? When he has doubts.
Okay.
Okay. Now, please, can you show me or tell me in your book what the signs of a false prophet? You know, I'm sure your prophet or your gods told you this.
Very easy. If he speak in the name of other God, or he gave false prophecy, and Muhammad, he did both.
If he what about other gods? What?
If he prophesy in the name of other God, which means a false God, and that is Allah, or if he gave false prophecies, Muhammad, he did both. He spoke in the name of a false God. His name is Allah, and he gave tons of false prophecies. Actually, all his prophecies are false. As an example, Muhammad, he claimed that the Roman, they are going to be the majority of mankind before the day, before the judgment day. So, and if you go to Italy now, you will know that they have a problem.
But why are you talking about Italy? I don't understand.
Roman.
Yes, but even in the time of the Prophet, you know, he was born in the year 500. Yeah. Rome was already taken over by the Goths. And the Roman Empire was in Constantinople. No, this is the divided Rome, but this is the Roman is in Rome. Roman is coming from the Rome, you know, the Roman is Rome. The Constantinia is the separated kingdom because they divided between Orthodox and Catholic. But no, they divided by East and West, but
East
they were
and West,
always
but
they were always
the two sons of the king. They fight over the throne, and then it became two kingdoms, and it's still the same. But when you say Rome, when you say the Roman, you say all those who belong to Rome.
Yes, all Roman citizens, right? And you know, even people back in those days, people in North Africa, in Egypt, were Roman citizens, right?
But no, only the Roman are Roman citizen, the rest are not. There's only a few people from the rich ones, they've been given like the honor to be called a Roman citizen. But reality is the Roman is the Roman. It's like now, in USA, I am an American citizen, but I am not a native American. Is that correct?
Yes, but if I say to you that one day America will be the majority, in America, you're considered American. So you are part of this group.
Okay. So when we speak about the Roman are, at that time of Muhammad, they are a state, are they?
Yes, because of even in the Quran in Surah Rum.
Okay, what is the Roman state today?
The state is destroyed, but their people and its culture is still here with us.
No.
Yes,
he's speaking about people, not speaking about culture. Well, I'm speaking about pizza, my friend.
Yes, okay, but if you say, for example, like, okay, if I said the Abbasid and or the Arabs will be the majority, are you going to consider the Egyptians as Arabs or not?
First of all, Arab are not an ethnic, and Arab, they are not a country, and they are not a kingdom. When you say the Roman, everybody knows, understand very well. Who is the Roman? He said Arum. Arum. Arum.
It's not.
There's a chapter in the Quran. It's called the chapter of the Rum. He says, "Ghulibat huzimat al-Rum." So the Rum is the one who were fighting the Persian. Those are the Rum. Do you agree?
Yes, and who were they? Who were those people? They were not from Italy.
Who is their king?
Yes, he was based in Constantinople.
Okay, and there is a rulers who is in Jerusalem, correct?
For the Romans?
Yeah. Isn't it your prophet? He sent a letter.
A governor.
Yeah, he's a ruler. Yeah. So simply, the Roman is those people, whoever they are, but all of them, they belong to Rome. That's why they are called the Roman.
Okay, so you know Paul in your Bible?
Yeah.
He was a Roman, right? A citizen, but he was also a Jewish person.
Yeah, but as I said, there is noble person, people who gave them the title of a Roman citizen, but still they are not from Rome. But the Roman is the Roman, still will not change anything. There's a Roman citizen, and there's the Roman. Like I can be an Indian, a citizen in India, so they give me a passport, but I am not Indian. correct?
Okay, okay. I see what you're saying here.
Yeah.
But either way, they're not the majority. Either way. Okay.
Whoever they are.
Because the Chinese are majority, right?
Who are they? You know, the Roman, simply, the people of Rome is the Roman. Anything else is not. You know, you can make it, give it definition, you can push it there, you can push it here. You can say the Roman at that time, they occupy Egypt, but still the Egyptian, the Coptic, they were 4 million. The Roman there, they are not even maybe a few thousands. So the Roman are the one is ruling, but the people are not Roman. The same as in Israel. The Roman are ruling, you know, a couple of hundreds of soldiers controlling the city, but the population are Jews, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we cannot say that the Israel, everybody there was a Roman, but there is some, they are considered as a Roman citizen, and those are from the noble, or those who they are serving in the military as officers. So here we see that Muhammad, he says, the Roman will form the majority among the people. When he spoke about the people, he mean all mankind, correct?
So did he say that? Sorry. What was your question?
When he said the Roman, they will form the majority among the people. Who is the people? What he meant by people?
No, this is humanity.
Humanity. And this is absolutely false. Let us say the Roman is European. All of Europe together is not even 400 million. Just to make it like, to give it the spice. But all of us, we know that even Italy, they have a big problem with population because people are not getting married. There's a huge number of old people. And the younger one is way less than the one who's dying. So if this country continues like this, maybe in 60, 70 years, Italy will disappear as a population. So this is a false prophecy. What happened to Asia? What happened to India? What happened to China? What happened to Indonesia, Bangladesh? The Roman are the majority of mankind.
Right, but is he not saying here the last hour would come when the Romans would form a majority amongst the people? I mean, okay, as we stand right now, right, as of today.
He said
it's clearly not true.
The
Right
day
now,
will
it's not
come. The day will come. This is what will happen. When the day comes, the Roman will be majority.
Yeah, but anything can happen. Look, I'm not saying that. I'm not going to tell you that this is correct now, because now the Chinese are the majority, right? And then the Indians. But
you see, when your prophet, he mentioned the judgment day. He spoke about the judgment day to happen very soon. The previous one who called me, he mentioned the hadith where it says, he said to a youth person, this person will not grow to get old before the hour come. The Muslim, they try to fix it. They says, oh, he don't mean the hour, the judgment day. He meant their hour. That's false. What their hour? There's no hour come to anyone. There's 1 hour. The hour of the second you say the Sa'ah, everyone understand that it is the judgment day. So Muhammad, he gave tons of false prophecies. And if you don't want to believe in, I mean, to consider those, the Quran itself, we just ask the person before you, do you agree with the hail coming from mountains in heaven? I will give you the same question. Because this is a prophecy too. If I'm a prophet claiming that I know, and my God, he taught me, and then I say that hail is coming from mountains in heaven, that is a claim of a prophet, not a claim of a person speaking about guessing, right? He's not guessing. He's speaking about facts. Is that correct?
yeah, okay, I know the verse you're referring to.
Okay, so if this prophet, he is making a statement, and this statement is obviously silly, stupid, then he's not a prophet. This is a prophecy, because simply he's talking about something at that time people do not know. So he is telling them something. The reason he's mentioning this, why? Because supposedly he is delivering information from God, right? And this information is at the unseen. It's something we don't see how it works, how it happened. So he is telling you about the unseen, and the unseen, you know, saying, or the God who is telling us about the unseen, there is hail coming from mountains in heaven. Allah break it from those mountains, send it down. And this is chapter 24, verse number 43. So if you would want to consider the Roman story, you would want to consider all the stupid things he said, well, this is additional one. There's no way God he would say such a thing.
Hasn't thou seen how God has drives the clouds, then composes them, then converts them into a mass, then how sees the rain issuing out of the midst of them? He sends down out of the heaven mountains, wherein, wait, what? He sends down out of heaven mountains, wherein is hell, so that he smites whom he wills. Okay. Can you just give me the verse? I'm going to use a different translator.
Chapter 24, verse number 43. And different translation we can change. They are adding things just to fix it.
24. You said 33?
Chapter 24, verse 43.
Yeah, okay. Right, let's see him. And you said 43, sorry. And you not see. And he sends down from the sky mountains. But he put brackets of clouds. Why would he do that? Okay, he then sends. Okay, so he sends down from the sky mountains loaded with hell. Okay, you know, in the other translation I'm looking at here, in fact, it says here that.
My friend, I know what other translation says. They are lying. You can go to the Arabic. And
yeah, let me just get my dictionary. Give me 1 second here, because you know, if this is,
there is a website. I think it's called Quran. I think Quran.com, something like that. You can move the mouse over every word. It's going to show you the word in English. They are lying. You know, it says, وَيُنْزِلُ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مِنْ جِبَالٍ فِيهَا مِنْ بَرَدٍ فَيُصِيبُ بِهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. Anything else is a fabrication. They add brackets.
Yeah, you're right.
They say like mountains. It doesn't say that. It says he sent down out of mountains in heaven. وَيُنْزِلُ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مِنْ جِبَالٍ فِيهَا. Actually, you know what? I can show you the interpretation. Here we go. 24:43. Here we go.
No, I've checked it on my side. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, see, when we are in Arabic and we are in public and it's recorded. If I'm lying Muslim, they will laugh at me. You know, I mean, they are in denial all the time. But a smart person, he will not lie, because people, they will use it against you. You know, if you are trying to be honest. So he sent down. This is the tafsir. Ibn Abbas, it says, he sent down from heaven, from the heaven, mountains wherein is hail. He sent down hail from mountains in heaven. Do you see it?
Yeah, I can see that.
And this is Ibn Abbas. So all the translation, they are trying to cover up, you know, duct tape. This is what the Muslims do. They duct tape their Quran. The add words is not there to fix it.
Yeah. Okay, I don't do this. Okay, so I will ask you just few more, if that's all right, and then I will have to make a choice, actually.
All right.
To be honest. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So we okay. What's your God's name? Is Yahweh, right?
There is no really. You see, the people who don't speak the language, because the language is a foreign language, so they think when he say Yahweh, it's a name. It's not. Yahweh is I am who I am. So for you, because you're a foreign person, you hear it with a foreign tongue, you think it's a name, but the fact it's a sentence saying I am the one who exists by myself. I'm God. So it's not really a name, you know. So when Moses, he asked God, what I will tell my people, what's your name? He said to them, tell them I am who I am. And, you know, you will notice that the Jews, when they speak about God, They say many things, but they don't say names. So like Hashem, you know, I mean, there's many titles, as I say, or description, but it's not a name for a very simple reason. Because if God is a miracle, there's no language and no letters can describe him.
Okay, so your God doesn't have a name.
This is what he told us, and the only name we knew, like even those are not names. As an example, Christ. Christ is not a name. You know, everything in the Bible is not a name. Even Adam is not a name. Even the sons of Adam are not names. Even Noah, even Abraham, even Moses are not names. Are a story and a meaning. And you will notice that everyone giving what is so-called name, so we can recognize them with it, based on his story.
So that's very interesting. So are you saying that these people are not real, and it's just trying to be like
I'm saying
a bigger story?
No, I'm saying that every name is given for a reason. This is a very carefully book. You know, names are not given. You can, like somebody, your son born, you give him a name, you can call him whatever, you know. You can call him Khalid. But he's not eternal, right? Khalid is eternal, but he's not eternal.
Yeah.
But you will notice that the names are given to everyone, is given to describe his position. As an example, Adam mean a human. Adam mean a human. And later become a word mean man. But God, he called Adam and Eve, called them Adam, you know, a human. So it's giving that name because he was the first human. And then Abraham, the one who crossed the river, Abraham, the one who crossed to the other side. So his name is given based in what happening to him and what he did, you know. It's not really a name as much as a description of his life story. Moshe, the one who's been saved from drowning. So his name
Musa?
Moses, yeah, Moshe. You know, you can go and check the name. So he been saved from the drowning. He's going to drown. You know, they put him in the river, right? The story. So
yeah.
So every person was given.
Sorry, just a quick thing on that. So are you saying if I was there at that time, I would not have known him as Musa, but maybe something else? Is that right?
It's Moshe, not Moses.
Sorry,
Moses is an Arabic
Moshe.
name. Yeah. So what I'm saying that those names are not really names, are describing the person and his mission. So the same as we say Christ, you know, we are not describing, it's not a name, it is a title for the mission. Who is this person, what he will do, what his position in earth or in heaven. So names are not really names, they are, let us say, a message, a delivery from God. Abraham, his name is delivery from God. Adam, his name is delivery from God. Christ is delivery from God himself. He is the name, he is the word, and he is the God himself. So every name in the Bible is not really a name. It is a life story. You can go, there's a video in YouTube. It's called the Genesis 5. Let me hang up on you and I will play the video and you can call me after we finish it so you can see what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Let us see.
There's another place that God appears to have laid out his plan in advance, and that's in some subtleties, and one of which I'd like to share with you in Genesis chapter 5, a genealogy. The genealogy in Genesis chapter 5 goes from Adam, the first man, down through Noah. And in Genesis chapter 5, if you wade through that, I encourage you to make a list of the names. Adam gave birth to Seth. Seth, Enosh. Enosh, Kenan. Kenan, Mahalalel. Mahalalel, Jared. Jared, Enoch. Enoch, Methuselah. Methuselah, Lamech. And Lamech was the father of Noah. Let's take these names. 10 names. But see, the problem is we need to know what the names mean. And if you have a study Bible or a source, a lexicon, what have you, you know that the name Adam means man. As you go through your Bible, when these names are typically first introduced, most of your marginal footnotes will tell you what the name means. Adam means man. Seth means appointed. Enosh means mortal. Kenan means sorrow. Mahalalel means the blessed God. Jared means shall come down. Enoch means teaching. Methuselah means his death shall bring. Lamech means the despairing. And the word Noah means rest or comfort. Now, let's read that genealogy as a sentence. Man is appointed mortal sorrow. The blessed God shall come down, teaching that his death shall bring the despairing comfort. Isn't that wild?
So as you see, it looked like it's names of people, you know. He have his son is etc. You know, and you will find some names are really strange. I mean, his death. Why anyone want to call his son his death? His death shall bring. Why anyone want to call his son such a name? So for us, because we don't speak the language, it appear like names because it's a foreign language, but in reality, it is a message. So when somebody says, where Jesus in the Old Testament? Where is the Messiah who will come as a man? Where is the Messiah will be crucified? Where is the Messiah is going to die? And where is this is a Christianity. This is a Christianity, all of it. It's just in one chapter and a few verses about the sons of Noah. So the ignorant, they think it's name. The learned, they knew what it is. Let us call our friend here and see if he heard me.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. Okay, it was very nice.
It's not very nice. This is amazing. This is astonishing. You know. So we have a clear proof. That's why I'm saying to you, the names in the Bible are not names. They are not names. They are given carefully, inspired by God, for delivering a message. So this is not a book to talk about the ant speaking to Solomon or Solomon listening to the ant and all those, you know, silly stories. This is a serious book speaking from the beginning about the message and what God he is going to have for us as a plan to save us. So from the first time, from the first, you know, let's say, the days of the existence of Adam, God he inspired for those names to be given. So those who read them, they will know what's going to happen and who is going to send to save them. That God himself, he is going to go down. And this man is appointed man. He is God himself who is going to come to the earth. And his teaching and his death is going to bring despairing, and comfort.
Okay, I did not even notice this until now. Okay, right. It's talking about Jesus as well. It is Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the Muslims, if you ask, the Muslims, like you are a Muslim, what Abraham mean? You don't know.
No, we don't know.
What Adam mean? You don't know. What Mikael mean? You don't know. Gabriel? You don't know. Israel? You don't know. Because Muhammad religion is a theft. Muhammad religion is a theft. If you remember, there's a video of Deedat, and he was making fun of the Bible speaking about Israel or Jacob struggling with the angel of God or with God himself. And he says, what kind of a book he says that? But the idiot, he forgot, because he's ignorant, that the word Israel is that a story. Why Israel? Why Jacob became Israel? There's nowhere in the Quran that says to you how and who is even Israel, right? The Quran mentioned Jacob, but nowhere it's mentioned how Jacob became Israel.
No, it doesn't mention it. You're right.
So did that because of his ignorance. He forgot by accepting the name, he accepted the story in the Bible. Because the Quran says clearly his name is Jacob. So what happened? How Jacob became Israel? The only answer for that, you will find it in the Bible. So Muhammad, because he's a thief, he stole names, he do not know what they mean. And that's why he is, he got busted, he been exposed.
So then this makes me ask you another question, because I'm out. First of all, let's be clear here.
You are out of Islam already, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's be serious. It's
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I can lie to people, but you know what I mean. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be right to even say that, actually. Yeah. Okay.
So what do you think of Muhammad now? As long as you are out, that's mean you agree that Muhammad is a false prophet.
Well, I've been on a plane recently, and I don't see any mountains. So, yeah, this cannot be true. How can you say that? God throws a mountain of ice, and aims at people. This is not even a nice thing to even say.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of a horrible thing if you think about it. It's very mean, because they have no chance. So no, this is not good. Okay. So these people then, Adam, Noah, are these all prophets? In Islam, every character we have is a prophet. You know what I mean?
Every character?
Okay, so in the Quran we have 25 prophets, right?
Yeah.
Are mentioned basically in the Quran. We have Solomon, we have David, we have Elijah, Yahya.
There's no such a thing. Yeah, anyway, he gave them their own names. Anyway, okay.
Their own names, yeah. But my question, I mean Elias, But my question to you is, are these also prophets? Because when I read the story of David in the Bible, I don't think he's a prophet,
Well, everyone he understands the word prophet in the way he want. So a prophet, if somebody spoke to God, some people, they say he is a prophet because God spoke to him. But that Mary, she received message from God, correct?
Yes, exactly.
But she is not a prophet, right? So it depends on the person and his intelligence, how he can see things and how he want to see things. For us, all the names in the Bible, even Mary herself, exists for a reason, and that reason is the coming of Jesus. Otherwise, the rest are not really important. So David is not important. Solomon is not important. What is important is that God, he loved the world, and because he loved the world, he sent his only begotten son to save the world. And David and everybody is part of this world. They are not out of it. They themselves need to be saved. So the Messiah is the Savior, and there's no one else will save us from what is coming. This is the message of the Bible, and all names mentioned there because they have a role of preparing, or let us say, for the coming of Jesus. Otherwise, all names are not really important. You know, is Paul is important? No. Paul is one like me and you. He is a disciple, yes. You know, the Lord appeared to him. He is a church father, yes. But still, the Bible says all men, they are sinners and they are short of the glory. So all of us, we need a Savior. His name is Jesus. So all the names, they are there for a reason. And this reason is that, you know, that God will come on this earth to save us.
Okay, but okay, that's fine. I think, to be honest, it sounds good. You know what you're saying.
You see, all of us, like now, I'm here with you, and we are talking. Why I want to waste my time and you waste your time? What about you go and watch a movie, I go watch a movie? What do you think? You know? So we are here for a reason. And based on your interest, the reason exists. So the one who have interest in something, he will be where he is interested. That's why, you know, the Bible says, like, you know, where is your treasure, your heart will be. So if your treasure is gold, your heart will be with your gold. If your treasure is God, your heart will be with God. If your treasure is sex, your treasure will be with sex. So where is your treasure, you will find yourself. So everybody, every human being, he have his own interest. And your interest is who you are. And this is why there's people of God. You know, you mentioned that the Quran calls us people of the book, correct?
Yeah.
And the Quran never called Muhammad or his people of the book. Actually, he called them Ummiyin, which mean ignorant, you know, the ignorant. So when the Quran, yeah, not illiterate, ignorant. You see?
So when the Quran says Ummiyina Rasulan minhum,
yeah, the Muslims, they don't even understand their book. I mean, this is how ignorant they are. Because you see, the chapter 2, verse number 78 says, some of them, they are Ummiyin, they do not know the book. So the word Ummiyin is about not knowing the book of God, not about not knowing how to read, how to write. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So the Quran itself gives definition. The one who do not know the book of God, otherwise it will be funny that all the Christians, they knew how to read, how to write in the time of Muhammad, and that's impossible because, you know, education is not available for everybody except the wealthy usually, you know. You know, a person, not everyone, he will get a chance to learn how to read, how to write. So the Quran says it clearly, and actually this is coming from the Old Testament, the Gomai, the ones who they are the pagan. Here the ignorant is the pagan. So we are the people of the book, and everybody else is pagan. This is the definition of the Quran. Quran says people of the book, people of the book. Why? Because everyone else is pagan. And that means Muhammad himself is pagan.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, okay. I appreciate your time, and I guess thank you.
So what do you think? You know, what do you think? You want to be Christian or what now? As long as you decide to leave Islam, what is left?
To be a what? Sorry, a Christian?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm allowed to be a Christian, you know.
Why are you not allowed?
Look, actually, Islam is actually pretty racist. You know this?
Pretty racist, for sure. It's a white supremacist Arab cult.
Okay, and I'm not white. Now, I don't know about your religion, but I don't know.
Well, I just told you that Jesus, he loved for God, he loved the word. God, he loved the word, so he sent his only begotten son. What does that mean
to you? But he's only talking to Jewish people. You know why?
No, love the word. When the disciples, they went and they spoke in tongues. And even this miracle is mentioned in Islamic books. Why the disciple, they will go to Ethiopia? Why they will go to Egypt? Why they will go to India? Why they will go to everywhere? If they are racist, they will go only to the white, especially they themselves, they are white.
So you're telling me Jesus' own disciples went to India and Ethiopia?
Exactly. One of the oldest churches, actually, one of oldest churches is Indian church, I think, in Calcutta, where one of the disciple of Jesus, and the same for the disciple of Jesus went to Egypt. The Egyptian and the Ethiopian, they are one of the first. The first church was in Antioch, but as known as a church, but the most well-known ancient churches from the beginning, it was in Africa and in India.
You mean North Africa, or you talk about Ethiopia?
Ethiopia specifically, but Ethiopia is a huge, Ethiopia is an empire at that time,
Yeah.
Ethiopia was all the way actually before to Yemen, not only Ethiopia today. That's why you see that the Yemeni, most of them, they look Ethiopian. And if you go to the Bible too, if you go to Galatians chapter 3, verse number 28, it says, there is neither Jew or a Greek, slave, neither a slave nor free, nor there is male or female, for all of you are one in Christ Jesus. So the Bible makes it so clear that in Christ there's no ethnic, there's no slave, there's no free, there's no Hebrew, there's no Greek. Your citizenship is not exist. What is exist is your unity with the Messiah. And this is in the Bible.
Okay, and when we die, then what happens? In Islam, you get women, whatever. You don't get this.
No, in heaven, in Christianity, the heaven of God is the holy kingdom of God, and because it's holy, we will have different level of happiness. You see, when we say God, if God can make me enjoy food, right? He gave me something in my tongue, very complicated chemical, connected to my brain to make me taste food, correct?
Yeah.
Can't he give me something even way better? For sure he can. So what he will give you in heaven have nothing to do with physical happiness, because at the end of the day, actually, all happiness is in the brain. It's not physical. Everything you do is a message goes to your brain, even when you have sex. So it's your brain actually will have orgasm. It's your brain who tastes the food, not your tongue. It's your brain who feel the sadness and make your tears come, or your brain will make you cry again from happiness. It is the brain. So can God, who made us happy for less things, can make us happy in different way, in higher level? For sure he can. So Jesus, he said, he will, she, they will not be, they will not get married, because they ask him about, okay, this woman, she marry multiple husbands. Who's going to have her in heaven? He said, he and she, they will not get married. They will be the same, the likeness of an angels. So what Jesus, he meant here, angels have no needs. They don't sleep, they don't drink, they don't eat. And those are needs. So with Jesus, you are free from needs. And that by itself is heaven. Imagine you have a car, you can drive forever. You never stop for gas. You never have a flat tire, and you never need to rest from driving. So with Jesus, you will not be addicted to sex, physical needs, because in Islam, you are going to be addicted more, subjugated more to your needs. You will have a river of wine, a river of milk, endless private part, a lot of women to sleep with. With the Messiah, you will be a child of God, and you will be the same as an angel. And that is something I cannot explain to you, because I cannot explain happiness I did not feel yet. I have to be there and then we can talk about it. So if you accept the Messiah, God is winning. Me and you, we will meet one day in the holy kingdom of the Lord Messiah, and we can talk about it then.
And sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional. Sorry. Okay, right. Okay, what does it mean to be a Christian? You know what I mean?
Well, the Messiah, he answered that. He says, you know, love your enemy. So with the Messiah, you know, you learn about love. Love is not just a word to say, and love is not sex, and love is not loving food. Love is learning how to forgive. Love is learning how to give. Love is learning how to give without expectation from others. So if you learn all of those, you are already in the level of the angels, and you are with the Lord. So with the Messiah, simply the same as the Messiah, he went to the cross, and he knew they are going to do that to him, and yet in the cross he says, Father, forgive them, they do not know what they are doing. If you can reach a little bit of that point, then you will learn what love is. He loved them to the point he asked for forgiveness for them, even though they are crucifying him. So if you look at this and you learn from this story, you learn that even when you are crucified, you shall not bow down to hatred, and you shall not be a soldier of hate. You should be a person who forgive. This is why when they ask the Lord how we pray, he says, pray like this, our Father art of heaven. And then right away where you see, he says, ask, you know, forgive to us, the same as we forgive to others. So in Christianity, you learn right away that if you love, you forgive, and if you forgive, you will be forgiven. And this is the book, and this is God.
Okay. Sorry. What I really wanted to understand is this. You know. Okay. For the last 10 years, right? I haven't missed one prayer. You know. So how do you guys pray?
We just did. You see, anything you come from your heart to God, it's a prayer. A prayer is not a ritual and should not be a ritual. Prayer is something coming from your heart to your maker. Say as you wish, speak as you wish, but never wish something ugly and evil. Wish love, wish forgiveness, wish decency, and you are praying. Very simple. There's no need to, you know, go line up together. But we can, like in the church, we gather and we pray and we, you know, we sing to the Lord too. But the prayer, Jesus, he says, you go to your closet and pray to your Father. Why he is saying go to your closet? Because he don't want hypocrites. And he said to us, don't be like the hypocrite who pray in the corners.
That's what we do.
And this is what the Muslims do, exactly. So do not be like the hypocrite who pray in the corners. And by teaching us that, or he ordered that actually, because we have to follow or we have to reject. By saying that, he forbid us from being hypocrite, and that destroy the way of many people who take advantage of showing themselves as they are holy or good men or good women. So they start, you know, I start speaking about how they give donations. So he said, if you give with your right hand, don't let your left hand. And actually, Muhammad, he stole that from Jesus too. So when you give, you don't tell. When you pray, you don't tell. And he said, even when you fast, you know, wet your lips so nobody will know that you are fasting, because this is not their business.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like keep your lips wet, like, you know, if you fast, like, I mean, don't
show off like we do, right?
Yeah, don't go around and say, hey, I'm fasting, I'm tired, don't talk to me. When you fast, nobody should know about it. Wash your face, Huh? And don't talk about it. Don't go around says I'm fasting, and you know, if you fast,
So you guys do fast, huh?
For sure, actually, we fast men more than anyone, for sure, independent in the church. Like as an example, the Orthodox, they have, this is a must. There's the before the Christmas, and there's the one before the Easter. Total will be almost 90 days of fasting every year, and then there's fasting every week. You know, but this is dependent on you. But however, it's not a must to fast. As we said, it's not a must to pray too, because it have to come from your heart. A person, he forces himself to pray, he is not praying. A person, he forces himself to fast, he is not fasting. A person, he forces himself to give donation, he did not give donation. You give it to him because maybe somebody forcing you. You know, you are ashamed of yourself in front of your family. You know, you are cheap, you are not giving, you are not helping. So you give, maybe in front of your kids, you want to show that you are a good guy. Or you want to show you are a good guy, so you pray in front of them. So it has to come from your heart, and whatever comes from your heart is you. Yeah. This is why the Messiah said, from their fruits you shall know them. In order for the fruit to be your fruit, the fruit comes by itself. You cannot force a tree to make fruit.
Yeah. Okay. And why do you call him Father?
Why I call him Father?
Yeah.
You see, because in the Quran, as an example, we see that the Quran says, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْإِنسَ وَالْجِنَّ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُوا. I created not the human and the genie except to worship. In the Bible, no. Even though we are created and we should worship, but he created us to be his children. So, because God, he loved the world, he sent his only begotten Son. The begotten Son, he come to this earth and he called us brothers. So, who's our Father? God, the Maker.
It's good. Yeah.
So, I forgive.
So that means when I pray, for example, it says here, I'm sure you know this anyways, Matthew 6:9-13, you know, it says, this then how you should pray. You know, when he said like, our Father in heaven.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you.
I would say the same as well, or I would say our God.
You can say the same, you know, if you like. You know, the reason that a prayer, he's just telling them what is included in your prayer. It's not about exactly you say the same, but you can pray the same. But it's what is included in your prayer. Like asking for forgiveness, and at the same time you forgive.
And I can do this in my language, correct?
In any language.
Yeah, okay, this is good. This is good.
God, he understands any language. He is God, you know?
Okay, now, very simply, you know, I need to obviously go back, read the Bible again, you know? It's a big book, but I can do it again, no problem. But my question is this, my friend. Okay. In Islam, you know, it's kind of simple, right, in a way. You have instructions, and then you follow them. Okay? And in a way, it makes you a slave. You know what I mean? But sometimes being a slave is easier to understand life. Not that's better. So what I'm asking you is this. In Islam, you pray, you fast. It's very clear. You have certain times. What does God want? Sorry, what does the Father want?
You see, when you say a certain time, first of all, time does not exist really. I mean, time is just a matter of circulation of light around us. We call it time, right? So the sun goes around us, and then we make it morning, and then we call it day, and we call it night. But time does not exist for God. And because of that, you pray to God anytime. Why you want to pray in a certain time? When God is alive and he's always there. Any time is a good time for God, and any time is a good time to pray. It just has to come from your heart. When you feel you need it, you do it. You can pray before you drive your car. You can pray before you leave the house. You can pray when you are sitting in the bus and there's people next to you and nobody will notice you are praying. Because the prayer is coming from your heart, not from your lips. Prayer is not words you say by your lips. It is something in your heart and you mean it. Because many, especially the hypocrite, they say something in their lips, but they don't mean it. It is something you mean, something you believe, and something you want to be. That is prayer. Prayer is not even speaking to God, actually. You know, prayer is decency. Is your decency. So when you are decent, you pray to your wife, saying to her, I love you. This is a prayer of love. It doesn't mean you worship her. But when you pray to the Lord, you know, you are giving, keeping in touch with your Maker, let us say. Like if you have a father and you did not call him for a year, and one day because you need him, you call him. Your father, he will say, well, now you come to me because you need me, because you need money. What you need? Why you are calling? What happened? Something fishy about you. Because you need him now, you are calling. Many people, they do that. They forget about God as long as they are healthy, they are wealthy, they are young. And the second they collapse, suddenly they say, God, forgive me, God, help me, God. Oh, God, please, you know, God. So as long as they are fine, God does not exist. The second they are in the ground, collapsing, sick or poor, or they don't have money, or they lost their family, something bad happened, suddenly they start asking God for help. So don't be one of those. Pray to the Lord so you can be a child who always remember his father, and the father always, he welcome your remembrance.
Okay.
This is what prayer is. Prayer is to be in touch with your Maker. It's not a word you say. It's a feeling you live. It's like you are in love with a person who you believe he is your provider, he is your protector. He will do anything to save you. He loves you. You know? How you can return love? You return love by love.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't know. I feel like you are crying. But, you know, I mean, it's okay. Don't, you know, it's good to have heart, not to have a rock inside. God love.
Yeah.
God is love.
Because
And
of the sins I committed, you know?
all of us, we commit sin. Who says to you, I'm better than you? Well, you don't know me. You know, you have no idea you are talking to whom.
No, but I know me because I've been worshipping a false god.
Yeah, it's okay, my friend. You see, every moment have a time. And, you know, Paul, he used to go after the Christian to kill them. At least you did not kill any Christian yet, right?
No, but
So,
I converted many Christians.
well, you know, you can fix that and you can contact them and you can help them to see the truth. You can fix it. You can fix it. You can call those people and you can contact them and you can explain to them why, you know, you think that you made a mistake and you yourself, you left this false cult.
No, you see, one of them passed away. You see?
Well, I believe the
So
Lord.
that means I sent him to hell. Okay.
I understand how. I understand. But we pray that the Lord is merciful. We pray that the Lord is merciful, and He knew that by your heart, you know. Now you do not know that it was wrong. When you did it, you thought it is the right thing. And I think at the end of the day, I think you did not convert him to Islam. I think he converted to Islam because he chose to leave Jesus.
Okay. I guess so. Thank you, CP.
So do you accept the Messiah as your Lord?
Yeah.
I mean to that.
I mean.
You know, I saw a message previously from you, and that made me confused because before I felt like you became a Christian, you know, and looked like you were still questioning, right?
So let me tell you what happened, okay?
Yeah.
We spoke. Then I went to my local masjid. I spoke to many different people, okay?
Okay.
In the UK. I went to many cities. I spent a lot of money getting people, speaking to them, calling them. I went abroad. I went to Saudi Arabia. I went to the Emirates. I went to Qatar. I went to almost every country in the Middle East to get the answers I needed. But instead, I got people lying to me, asking me, are you a mushrik? Are you being paid? People finding out who I was, trying to question why I'm, trying to get answers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're becoming very hostile, very defensive. And my questions were very, very simple. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It should be easy for these scholars to answer.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They lied to me. And when I go back and check the references, or I look at your videos I have a notebook. So whenever you say something, I note it down just to verify if you're lying to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he's there. When I question these imams, they always say, "Oh, it's da'if." It's okay, this one is authentic, but it's been abrogated. They always come up with the most extreme scenarios, and I'm not ignorant in Islam. I've studied it for 5 years as well.
I can tell.
I also memorized the Quran, so I don't know. It's a big problem.
Okay, see,
But anyways,
yeah,
it's
go
the
ahead.
past now, right? It's the past. Now I have to read the Bible.
Yeah, but you see, I'm very thankful that the sheikhs are liars, because if they did not lie to you, then you will not notice how hypocrite they are and how fake this religion. Because if they say the truth and they try to convince you with the truth, it might work. It might say, okay, you know what, the prophet did that, give you excuse, but they deny, and then you find out that everything we say is true. And then a person will ask himself, why they are lying? What are they hiding? Suddenly they are not proud of what prophet did. That means they themselves are not really believers, right? Because if I'm a believer in Jesus and you say to me, Jesus will come in the day of judgment and he will send people to hell, and I would say, okay, yeah, he will do that. So this is not nice. This is okay, no problem. You can say whatever. This is what Jesus will do. I'm not going to make Jesus. You see, Jesus. When we say Jesus, God is love. God is love, but there's a time where God he will send people to hell. The opportunity of love is over because you rejected him. It's your fault. So I will not be ashamed of my Lord because somebody think that he did something is not right. This is his opinion. For me, I am proud of him and I'm a follower. If a person, he says to me, in the Old Testament, your God, he ordered the Jews to go for war. I will not start giving excuses and, the story is there. And I agree with it. I'm not going to duct tape. It is what it is. Take it or leave it.
Exactly.
So a true believer is not a person who duct tape, because only those who duct tape, they are ashamed. That's why they are using duct tape to cover it up. And a person who is ashamed of something, practicing taqiyya, he is not a believer, and his God is not true God.
Okay, Christian Prince. Okay, just okay. But what's? No, that's okay. No worries. Thank you for your time.
Well, you're welcome, my friend. I'm happy for you, and be our guest always. You can contact me if you want to call and ask question. I will be happy to have you. And you can invite those people who you convert to Islam to join. They will leave. They will leave.
I need to contact them. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. And may the Lord bless you and bless your family. And we ask all the Christian here to pray for our brother here. I'm not going to say his name. We pray for him. We pray for his family. We pray for his friends, and we pray for the person who passed away and he thought Islam is right. You know, there is no salvation except by Jesus. But you know what we can say. People, they make choice, and sometimes, you know, you make the wrong choice, and the choice can be very, very, very horrible choice. Thank you, brother, for calling, and you will be in our prayer.
Okay, thank you.
Take care. God bless. Bye-bye. All right. Actually, I lost my voice. And we have two people today. And the first one, you know, he don't want to admit that he left Islam, but he left Islam. The second one is smart. He studied Islam very well. And he, you know, he cannot deny it. He cannot, you know, he cannot duct tape no more. It's about decency. It's about how honest you are with yourself. God is good, and God do miracles. And God today, he washed his heart. It's not me. I'm just trying to help. It's God who open your heart, and the Lord, he says, knock and I will open for you. You did knock, he opened for you. I'm just a brother who is trying to help. The first one, Moonlight, I don't know who is he, who cares? Anyway, I mean, he is fine, the first one, but he, you know, some people, they try to, you know, they don't want to, I don't know, maybe he don't want to be in trouble because he is going to leave Islam, but obviously he left Islam already. He laughed at the Quran, he laughed at Muhammad, he laughed at his stories, and yet he don't want to say, I left Islam, you left Islam. Is it still here? All right. Okay, you read the Gospel and the Quran. Why you want to read the Quran? You did laugh at the Quran already. Why you want to read the Quran? And yeah, you know, the problem is if you read the Quran, you will die laughing, my friend. The Quran is a book of, you know, it's good, read the Bible and read the Quran, because the Bible will make you close to God. The Quran will be like a comedy time. You know, sometime when I'm driving my car, I remember a statement a Muslim, he says to me, like it comes to your head, and I laugh, you know. So if you are with me, you will be wondering why this guy, you think this guy is crazy, why he laugh now, nobody's talking, you know. Because Islam is a comedy. Islam is so silly, Islam is so stupid. So you remember how Muslims, they try to defend Islam in a certain moment, and it is you know, it's a piece of comedy. Like last time we have this guy Ultimate, you know, from Senegal. He called me and he is so upset, and he said, I did not say to you that that he did not take anything from the Quran. I said he did not take anything was from the Quran. He took from the Quran what it was not in the Quran. Suppose, you know, he's fixed it. So there's a lot of comedy come with debating Muslims. I feel sorry for them. They are, you know, trying their best. It's you know, it's a disaster. You a person pray, you bow down, you worship this God, and the Prophet is amazing. And then you talk to this guy, his name is Christian Prince, and you will find that your Prophet is a scumbag. He is not good man. He have no zero ethic. He belongs below zero. You know, he's a treason ethic, and his God is a stupid God. And you find the Quran is a stupid book, and that is really a disaster. That will bring stress. That will bring a lot of sad moment for a person who really truly believes. But the truth is the truth, and the truth will set you free, the Lord said. And today, our brother here, the truth set him free. So I want to say, guys, thank you very much for being here. We will change the title. The title is not anymore about community trial. And if you are wondering why this title is saying that, because somebody asked me to create a community and make a membership so people can join and they will give me money. And my answer, no. My work is going to be always for free. I will never charge a penny. And the Lord is my provider. So I want to say thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you all. We pray to our brother. We pray for the Muslims. We don't want to hate them, because the second you hate, it is the same second you fell in the trap of the devil. And Muhammad is the devil. He wants us to hate the Muslims, and he wants the Muslims to hate us. And then we end in bloodshed. And the only one who will be having party is the devil. God is love, and the best of us is the one who loves more, not the one who hates more. In Islam, the best of them is the one who hates more, not the one who loves more. Because either you take the side of the God of love, or you take the side of the God of hate, and that is the devil. It's your choice. Thank you. God bless you. And see you soon again. Don't forget to download the videos and share them with your friends. Until we see you soon again. Christ is Lord. Islam is a scam. And we prove it every day. Take care.
But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.